Athletics Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
This afternoon, the Athletics storybook regular season comes to an end. With the postseason already clearly in their sights, the Green and Gold have some unfinished business to take care of. A win today would clinch a division title, a truly unthinkable accomplishment when this season began. From the year beginning in Japan to all the injuries, adversities, roster turnover, and the walk-offs, this team has seen it all. But the beauty of it is this group bought into a team concept, playing for one another, picking each other up, making this more a script you couldn't write. A major league team just playing the game of baseball. One game, one victory from the AL West title. Game 162 starts right now. Well, the fans are ready to go, and so are we. Sellout crowd, and today the eyes of the baseball world will be on the O.co Coliseum. The Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's are going to play one game, and the winner is going to win the division. The loser is going to be a wild card. A lot at stake for game number 162. A's, Rangers coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball along with Ray Fossey. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, what a day it's going to be. What a season it's been. Now, there's been a lot of memorable moments for the A's. Most of them good. But, Ray, I remember you and I walking out of Arlington Stadium. It was back on June 30th. A's had just lost their third in a row to the Rangers. And you and I were concerned because the A's were not playing well, and the Rangers were.
13 games behind the Rangers as of June the 30th. A remarkable month of July. The A's won 19, then 18 in August, 17 in September. That's where it stood on June the 30th. The A's 13 back. Nobody would have dreamed that the club could do what they have done to get to where they are right now, currently tied at the top of the division with those same Texas Rangers.
And it shouldn't be any other way. Biggest game of the year, obviously, and the A's will send a rookie pitcher to the mound. We've said that a lot this year.
A.J. Griffin, his second start against the Rangers. In fact, his second start of his major league career came against the Rangers in Arlington, one of the toughest places to pitch. He's done well, and I still think being on the disabled list might have helped him kind of regain his strength a little bit because he's a gamer. He knows how to pitch. I don't think there's any nervousness in this young man. A great curveball. He is pitching the biggest game of his life, just his 15th major league start, and here it is on the biggest day of the year.
Now, the Rangers, well, they made a trade to get Ryan Dempster at the trade deadline. They wanted a veteran starter, and they got him for games like this, and he is going to take them on this afternoon for Texas. So Griffin and Dempster is your pitching matchup. It's all out there, folks. The winner of today's game will take home the AL West crown. Should be a good one. Sit back, get comfortable.
AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. By Toyota, check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today. And by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Well, sellout crowd, they are ready to go. And what a series it's been so far. And A's would like to top it off with a division crown this afternoon. And it's the Rangers and the Athletics, game number 162. And it's another gorgeous day at the ballpark. Not quite as hot as it's been the last couple days. Here's our game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend. 77 degrees with a 11 miles per hour wind. So very, very comfortable afternoon. Lots of sunshine and not a cloud in the sky. And it is fun to see the Oakland Coliseum full. Lots of green and gold.
It's been full for about 4 hours, at least in the parking lot where it started, which is great.
Here's the lineup for the Texas Rangers this afternoon. Kinsler, Andrus, Hamilton. Beltre, he will DH again. Cruz, Young will play third. Then Murphy, Napoli at first, and Soto is the catcher.
A.J. Griffin, as we mentioned, his second start of his major league career against the Rangers on the 29th of June. That was right before the A's left town, 13 behind the Rangers. But he pitched well, just a couple of hits in 6 innings. Rangers won the game 4-3. So the rookie again ready to make his first pitch in his 15th start.
And that first pitch will be to Ian Kinsler, who steps in the box. And we are underway from the Coliseum. First pitch a bit outside. So each team 93 and 68. Amazing how you can play 161 games and finish with the same record.
That is hard to believe, and to think that everything riding on one game. Of course, both know they're in postseason, but the biggest prize is the division.
Just a bit outside. So 2-1 the count. As your umpires, it'll be the crew chief Gary Cedarstrom calling balls and strikes today. Kinsler, big swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's the big curveball that he throws. Maybe a little cutter, but some action on it. Actually, it's more of a slider, not the slow curve, because it's too hard.
High to right field, playable for Reddick. Wynn taking it a little bit, and Reddick makes the catch. And actually got all the way out to the warning track. So that is out number 1 here in the top of the first. Let's look at the Athletics defense today. Cespedes in left, Crispin center, Reddick in right. Donaldson, Drew, Pennington, and Moss with Guitars doing the catching. So Elvis Andrus steps in.
Oh, he did step in, and now he stepped out.
Step out. He steps way out.
That's the first plate of appearance.
Griffin kicks, and the first pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
2 lefties started the first 2 games for the Rangers, Perez and Harrison last night. So George Gutierrez, the left-handed hitting catcher, gets the first start this afternoon against the right-hander. That is Dempster. Andrus is not opposed to getting to 2 strike. He took a couple of fastballs, and you know he's a very good 2-strike hitter. He does not hit a lot of home runs, which means he shortens up with a couple of strikes. The 3 home runs, so he does not bother him that much.
So Griffin working quickly as he always does. So Elvis Andrus actually slowing Griffin down. Griffin likes to get the ball, get his sign, and let it go. Curveball stays inside. 2-2 the count.
But it's a good pitch to throw the slow curve. That was his first of the game. It's a very good pitch for him as Josh Hamilton waits for his first at bat. Griffin throws the very slow curveball. That one just happened to miss.
One hit to right, but foul. So the 2 teams have the same records, but the difference is how they're playing right now. The Rangers have lost 6 out of their last 8. The A's have won 5 in a row, and they've won 7 out of their last 8. Check swing. So both these teams will go to postseason. And how you play at the end Does it dictate how you're going to play in the postseason? Not necessarily, but in this case, the poor play by the Rangers and the solid play by the A's in the last week has allowed this game to happen.
Right. Exactly. Unexpected last game to happen.
3-2 now to Elvis Andrus with Hamilton in the on-deck circle.
I think I look at spring training. Everybody can't wait to start the regular season, so that first game is big. And for a postseason, it's like a new season. It is a new season because all the so-called tiredness is gone.
High fastball, and it's looped foul. So, how impressive has this run by the A's been? Well, trailing by 13 or more games to come back and win a division or a pennant, it's only been done 4 times. 1914, 78, 51, and 1995 the Mariners came back on the Angels. I remember that.
2-2. The A's lost 10 in a row that season to help the Mariners and the Angels play that one-game playoff.
Andrus fouled back, and it's funny, you look at those 4 teams and those comebacks. 78, memorable home run in baseball history, and 51, a memorable home run by Bobby Thompson.
Great point. Yeah. And really in 95, the great double down the left field line by Edgar Martinez.
Right. Pitches inside, and Andrus has a pretty good at bat, and he has a 1-out walk.
Well, they're just thinking of this at bat by Andrus, and not the power of Buster Posey, but the first major league game for A.J. Griffin, a 10-pitch at bat to Buster Posey, throw him a changeup 3-2, it hit a home run. This was a curveball 3-2, and probably in hindsight, you'd say challenge him, make him hit his way on versus walking. But it took 10 pitches. He did walk, and maybe just wanted to put him on.
So here's Hamilton. And a curveball, swing and a miss by Hamilton.
The thing that helped A.J. that time was the quick stride, kind of a quick pitch slide step, and Hamilton got the slow curve, and as usual is out in front and swinging hard.
Fastball outside corner, strike 2. 43 home runs, 128 RBIs for Hamilton.
Nailed the outside corner. Gary Cedarstrom, the home plate umpire, more over home plate, not so much in the slot as we have seen from umpires.
That one bounced, and Pennington is going to get the out at second. Throw back to first, not quite in time. Pennington ranged to his left, and then he had that decision to make. Is he going to try to get the lead runner at second or take the sure out at first? And he went and got the lead runner. And Ron Washington wants to have a chat with Lance Barksdale.
Well, the neighborhood play always exists with the middle infielders. And Andrus had plenty of time to get to second base because of where the ball was hit, and Pennington going that direction. And I think what Ron Washington is saying, being a very good infielder himself, was Stephen Drew in the neighborhood at second base. He caught the ball, was his foot on the bag? Nope. But he was in the neighborhood with a hard slide, and middle infielders are going to get the benefit of the call on a play like that. But he wasn't even on the bag when he caught it, but the A's will take it.
First pitch to Beltre is outside.
You know, the thing that I saw is that Josh Hamilton has great speed, but I think he assumed it was going to be just a fielder's choice. He almost got thrown out for a double play.
And the A's with the catch an early break on a call at second base. Beltre, 318 with 36 home runs, 101 RBIs for Beltre, who's playing with a sore shoulder. That is why he's been the designated hitter in all 3 games of this series. Sounds like he will be back to play third base when the playoffs begin. 2 for 8 in the series is Beltre. Hamilton, the runner at first, not going anywhere, and the pitch is high, and it's a walk. Second walk by Griffin here in the first inning.
The thing that he's doing is elevating his pitches, and Kinsler 5 pitches to him, 10 to Andrus. Hamilton just 3, and a 5-pitch walk. Put a couple of runners on base.
Well, Ray, a lot of talk after last night's game about how much Doolittle, Cook, and Balfour have been used, and they've been used a lot. That's what happens when you're trying to wrap up a division here. But I would think that makes Griffin's pitch count today even more important, because he does have a tendency to throw a lot of pitches and not necessarily a lot of innings. And that right there, pitch number 24.
And that right there was a pitch that said hit me, and it's right down the middle. Unsurprisingly, Cruz took it. But you're right, too many pitches early in the game for A.J. Griffin.
Just missed outside to Cruz.
So he's got to get the pitches down. And again, he's getting a few pitches called strikes on the high fastballs, but he's living dangerously, especially on an afternoon game. Wind is swirling a little bit with the view quarters, but the ball should be carrying much better today than at night.
Curveball popped up, foul territory. Moss racing over, and he makes the catch. Side retired. So Cruz fouls out with a couple of runners on, and Griffin gets out of a first inning jam. A's come to bat in the bottom of the first. So let's look at the Athletics lineup as they come to bat here in the bottom of the first. Crisp, Drew Cespedes, Moss, Reddick, Donaldson, Smith, Kataris, and Pennington.
It is the veteran Ryan Dempster. The A's have not seen him because he just joined the club, the Rangers, late July before the trading deadline. You'll see a funny move as his windup as he's trying to not tip his pitches, and you're going to see the glove move all over the place. Good slider, good splitter that he does not want to tip to the hitter, so that is the reason that he makes that move. And Kip, I would have to think Soto was his catcher in Chicago, so not surprising that this afternoon that battery is again trying to win the biggest game of their season. Both former Cubs.
Dempster is 35 years old. Trade from the Cubs right at the trade deadline. Floats outside.
Well, the bit movement, and as we talk about certain pitchers that have a split finger fastball that sometimes they'll fan the glove. The glove will open up when they dig down for the splitter. So he just does all that movement to try to disguise anything that he might be doing, like that hard slider.
He's been an all-star a couple times. He was originally a Texas Ranger. He was a draft pick of the Rangers back in 1995. Never got to the big leagues with Texas, but he's with them now. Hard hit ball right at Kinsler on one hop. And Kinsler made it interesting, but Crisp is out. Defense for the Rangers today looks like this: Murphy in left, Hamilton in center, Cruz in right, Young, Anders, Kinsler, Napoli third to first, with Soto doing the catching.
Actually, Coco might have swung the ball for a high fastball, but Coco, you can't not take away his aggressiveness. Saw it last night. First 3 plate appearances, swung at the first pitch. Dempster pitching for the Rangers to try to win the division, but Dempster also pitching for a contract at the end of the World Series when free agency begins. Rangers acquired him knowing that he was going to be a free agent, but with Kobe Lewis on the DL, and let's see, I guess I'm missing
Neftali
Feliz, the starter, been out pretty much all season.
And then Oswalt has not done what the Rangers thought he would do as a starter. So Dempster has become even more important. 1-1 to Stephen Drew. That's inside. Dempster has been in the big leagues with the Marlins, the Reds, and then 8.5 years with the Cubs, and now the Rangers. Swing and miss. Good breaking ball.
I mentioned a hard slider and a splitter, and slider which goes down. That pitch was a slider, goes down like a split finger fastball, but better controlled and harder thrown.
There's a shot, base hit center field. So Drew lines a single.
There's a high fastball again. That's out of the strike zone, but unlike Coco, who hit the barber right to second, Drew this time back up the middle for a base hit on probably what would have been ball 3. But you look fastball, you get it. Sometimes you can expand your strike zone. Stephen Drew did it to hit it solidly in the center. There's your Exmo, and always like to see the top hand on the pitch elevated. He was able to get on top of the ball and drive it on a line drive instead of getting under it and popping it up.
Exmo brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. So here's Cespedes sitting in the 3rd spot again today. 291 with 23 home runs, 82 RBI. First pitch is in first strike. Crowd still filing in, but everybody's pretty much in their seat.
And a lot of green and gold and white today, the colors of the Athletics. And on a Wednesday afternoon to see this place packed, that says just how special this final game of the regular season is.
A little bit high. Cespedes to even count at 1-1.
Unbeknownst to us, Kuip, until after the game, and well reported today, we talked about the 5,000 walk-up Monday. 12,000 walked up last night to buy tickets. Took the crowd over 30,000 for the second game. Remember, this school has started in midweek, and that makes it very special.
Cespedes gets jammed, fouls it right up over the Rangers dugout. Well, it's been such a
that's a down, get it down, and both pitchers probably a little pumped up, little extra adrenaline, even though Dempster's the veteran. You expect him to be more calm, I guess, but A.J. Griffin also elevating some pitches.
So 1-2 to Cespedes. Straight back. It's been such a log jam with the AL West playoff picture. Yankees with 94 wins, the Orioles, the A's, the Rangers with 93 wins. So many different things can happen. The only team that is set is the Detroit Tigers. They are the number 3 seed, and they're not going anywhere. So Detroit knows that they are going to play Saturday in Detroit.
That's right.
They just have no idea who they're going to play.
And they're playing Kansas City, and it doesn't matter because they'll have a couple of days off and get ready to play somebody on Saturday.
Cespedes another foul ball. So that is the only thing for sure. In fact, who is playing where? But Detroit will host a game. National League a little messed up as well, but the Nationals are leading 5-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now, if the Nationals win that game, then the National League all falls into place. So as soon as that game ends, everybody will know in that league who's playing who if the Nationals win.
Good block by Soto, and that's important, that keeping a runner at first base, and Soto, the veteran, smothers the ball, which that's the way to do it. Put the glove on the ground, the mitt on the ground, and smother it off your chest protector.
Quick throw, and Drew dives back easily.
I would think that Dempster, having pitched to Soto, realizes, as Soto does, that the important pitch for him is the hard slider and splitter, which a lot of times will end up in the dirt, and that's why catcher tries to build confidence in his pitcher to throw those pitches anytime, knowing that he's going to block them. But it's also dangerous with the runner at third.
Cespedes, big chopper in the left field, a base hit. Drew to second, he'll stop there, and the A's got something going here in the bottom of the first inning.
And that's what happens when you throw the hard slider. You want it down, but it means hitters are going to hit on top of the ball, and as Cespedes did, very strong, getting the ball through the infield. That's the hard slider, hit on top, and with his power, he makes contact. It really heads through the infield quickly. Right on top, the high chop, and no chance. Heard Tony Gwynn talking this morning, and he was, of course, the greatest at the 5.5 hole. Great left-handed hitter, Hall of Famer in the 5.5 hole. 5 would be a third baseman, 6 would be the shortstop. So in between the 5.5, that's a big hole for righties and lefties.
So here's Moss. First pitch to Brandon Moss is a bit low. Moss, a hot hitter, and that is why he has been hitting in that cleanup spot lately. Moss with a .373 average over his last 30 games. So a month's worth of hot hitting for Brandon Moss. Missed again, 2-0.
In fact, there's back-to-back pitches. We saw the great block by Soto, where he put the catcher's mitt down, cupped his body, but the last 2 pitches he's backhanded. And this last one, this ball's in the dirt. Watch the backhand. This is not the proper way. That's a dangerous way to try to block a ball when your pitcher is trying to live down in the strike zone, and especially bounce them, trying to get swings. But he got away with that one, and we'll just see as the game progresses with Dempster throwing in that zone.
Pitch, foul to the left side. Moss with 21 home runs this year. 3 of those home runs have come against the Texas Rangers.
Dempster, the veteran pitcher, runners in scoring position, will say one thing: I will not give in to the hitter. Even that pitch on 2-0 was not particularly a hitter's pitch. Dempster got him to swing and foul it off.
Moss down the right field line. Fair ball. Here comes Drew. Cespedes digging the third. He'll stop there, and the A's lead 1-0.
Well, we saw the sign. Tommy Edza found it where a fan said, "I'm living a dream." Nobody's living a bigger dream than this man right here, Brandon Moss. Pull the hands in, down the right field corner. In expo, get the foot down, pull the hands in, and hammer it down the right field line. The top hand, top spin, and he went to second and on to third, and thinking about scoring was Cespedes, but being held up by Mike Gallego. But a very good hit, played in the first run, and Brandon Moss is the one that comes through, and there's living a dream, man. A lot of people living the dream, but none bigger than Brandon Moss.
Yeah, he should get T-shirts made. And
that's right.
Wear those babies.
Well, you see Ron Washington point to the right side of the infield to play back with Josh Reddick. They're conceding the run if it's hit to the right side.
Reddick swings and misses, and it's 0-1. So Moss gets his 50th RBI with the double.
Look at his number, 21 home runs and 50 runs batted in. Didn't join the club till June.
Little pop-up, foul territory. Michael Young over, and Michael Young makes the catch. So Dempster gets a big out there as he gets Reddick on the foul out. So that's out number 2, and it be up to Donaldson.
In the 6th position, third baseman, number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Now Donaldson steps in.
Infield now back all the way around, and Dempster pitched Josh Reddick to hit the ball where he did, to the left side. Josh Reddick was trying to pull the ball to the right side to get a ground ball to play to run, couldn't do it.
25th pitch of the inning by Dempster. And that one's on the outside corner. Strike to Donaldson, hitting .238.
I mentioned Dempster throws a very hard slider and a splitter. And the pitches that he likes to throw are pitches that he has to keep down. Now it's a question, and the A's should be able to see in this at bat with the runner at third how much he will stay with those pitches and how concerned he is in getting the ball down. Soto wants it down. And that was the fastball, though, not the splitter or the slider. Wanting the target down, and wants the pitch down with the target down there, and the fastball got it down better.
One-two pitch. Fastball just a touch high. .294 the average with runners in scoring position for Donaldson. Well, he's had a lot of big hits this year for the A's. 2-2 pitch, and he hangs in there, reaches for a breaking ball.
Well, if you're protecting, you do this. You see it's close enough to be in a strike, and you don't want to take a chance to be called down, so good hitters foul off tough pitches, and that was a pitcher's pitch that Donaldson was able to foul.
Donaldson chases a breaking ball, and Dempster gives up one, but works his way out of the jam. But 3 consecutive hits, single by Drew, single by Cespedes, double by Moss, and the A's take an early 1-0 lead. So the A's get an early run, 1-0 top of the second inning. Not a bad place to watch a game. Good food out there. Right down the right field line. In fact, you can decide, do you want to go to the barbecue terrace down the left field line or the one down the right field line? Shutdown innings, 23 for 29 for Griffin. Pop up. Reddick is under it, and he's got it. So out number 1. Stay tuned later in the game for a sneak peek at Liam Neeson's new action film, Taken 2. See Taken?
Batting in the 7th position, left fielder.
Thank you.
Number 7,
if you're ever traveling,
David
watch Taken
Murphy.
Oh my
and
goodness.
follow what Taken's all about.
What a great movie, but
yes.
your heart will be pumping.
Especially if you have children.
So, Taken 2, if it's anything like Taken 1, you want to check it out.
But A.J. Griffin, first pitch fastball to Michael Young. Then he threw the slow curve, which got Michael Young to swing at the pitch. And that is a great one. I remember Bob Welsh, when he won 27, I think 1990. He'd start hitters with curveball, and he'd throw it for strike, but he'd also hope they would swing because they really couldn't do anything with it. That's what happened with Michael Young. Very good hitter, but A.J. threw him a very good curve, and he just popped it up weakly to right field. So it's a pitch that he threw in the first inning a couple of times without success, but a very good one so far in this inning.
Shoots it foul. .302 for Murphy as he faces A.J. Griffin. A flare down the left field line. Cespedes on the move into foul territory, and it's going to drop right between the bullpen mound and bullpen home plate.
But it is October the 3rd, and we talk about the sun, middle of the summer, how it's tough on left fielders, but it's a little bit different now. It's kind of over the back of us, and it's a different direction. So really shouldn't have that much of play right now. It's slightly towards left field. You see the shadow of the hitter and A.J. Griffin. Shadows towards the right side, left side of the infield.
Almost like the sun is out in front of you as opposed to up above you.
Exactly. Yep.
Murphy shoots one into left field, a base hit. The way Donaldson's been playing down there, you expect him to make that play. We'll cut him some slack.
Fastball away, and Murphy protecting, especially with a good fastball away from him. He should not try to pull it, and that's why he's tough to employ a shift, and why Josh Donaldson got his uniform dirty, almost came up with a spectacular play again.
So that's the first hit for the Rangers. Griffin walked a couple in the first inning, and now he faces Mike Napoli. 35 pitches for Griffin already in the game. .24 home runs for Napoli, and the big curveball drops low. 56 RBIs and a .230 batting average. Just a bit high. See Griffin, you could see him get underneath that pitch. The elbow leads a little bit, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Murphy's not. I mean, Ron Washington will have everybody run, but you don't have to quick pitch, slide step in. You can get a little bit extra behind it to try to get the ball down, and especially to a power hitter, and that's what we have seen in Mike Napoli. Don't assume he's not swinging 3-0 either.
That's Soto, who's waiting in the on-deck circle.
I think from AJ's standpoint, he just has to calm down, slow it down a little bit, especially very good pitching to Young.
So that one's in there for a strike to Napoli.
Now last night Napoli really helped the A's, rolled over, got on top of a pitch, hit it right to Donaldson for a 5-4-3 double play. That's the best case scenario, get him to roll over instead of get under and drive it.
Swing and a miss. He pulled off that one badly.
And he was thinking about one thing, and that was more than a ground ball. He was thinking about lift off, and he lifted and missed the ball. So good pitch, good slider, backed up a little bit, but ended up working out well.
Murphy runs, and the pitch is hit high, right center. Reddick is over there. He's under it. He's got it. So Napoli's retired, and Murphy goes back to first. And that'll bring up Soto.
But still, need to get the ball down. And a lot of times a curveball will get a pitcher down in the strike zone, but not the type of curveball that Griffin throws, because it's a one finger, middle finger, single digit curveball, so it's the thrown slower unlike a harder type curveball that will force the pitcher to get down in the strike zone if he's elevated.
Soto 194, 5 home runs. He, like Dempster, came over in a trade from the Cubs. In fact, it was 1 day apart. The Rangers got Soto on the 30th of July. They got Dempster on the 31st.
And if you're 35 and pitching perhaps for your last contract, you want it to be a good one. And that's why it's a big game for Dempster, the Rangers, the A's, everybody, including A.J. Griffin, the rookie.
Soto grounds one towards Stephen Drew. He'll flip to Pennington. Side retired. So a hit and a runner left, and we're headed to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Athletics. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. The further you go, the closer you get. Take a steam train through the Redwood Forest. It's the ride of a lifetime. RoaringCamp.com. 1-0 the A's lead, bottom of the second inning. A's got 3 consecutive hits by Drew Cespedes and Moss. Moss, the final blow, the RBI double for the run so far. First pitch to Smith is inside.
Talking to Seth Smith this morning, and I said, Seth, you feel like it's 2007 all over for you? And he kind of looked at me, and I said, that was pretty special for you. Your first month in the big leagues, and the Rockies with a great run. And Seth Smith, the integral part of a team that's kind of doing the same thing his former team, the Rockies, did down the stretch in September of 2007. They went to the World Series. Unfortunately, too much time in between the league championship and the World Series, and they ended up being swept, but very similar. And the A's hope the results are the same, at least going that far.
Little cue shot out in front, and then it's going to trickle foul. Well, Smith has seen Dempster some in the National League, 4 for 11 with a home run.
Matt Harrison, starter last night, 1 bad inning, cost him. Tried to sneak a fastball by Johnny Gomes inside. He hit it to left field for a home run. And the numbers for him last night. 3 runs. And really 2 turned out to be earned early with the 1 ball to right field by Derek Norris.
And a slider, and a tight slider from Dempster, and he gets his 2nd strikeout. All right, here's our forward right choice. It was the A starter last night, Travis Blackley. After 2 very poor starts, he came up big last night. 6 innings, 3 hits, a couple of walks, and 5 strikeouts. So when the A's needed Blackley the most, he came through big time. Heck of a performance against a very good offensive team.
And whether you're a rookie or veteran, you pitch like that, that's a big game. And he pitched more like a veteran, because 2 bad starts, he knew he needed to recover, rebound, bounce back, be one of the bounce back boys, and he did.
So George Kataris hits with 1 out here in the 2nd inning. It being the final game of the regular season. Slowly hit Dempster. Never an easy play for a pitcher, but he picks it up, steps in the bag.
Private suites are now available for all A's 2012 postseason games. Select any games from the wild card all the way through the World Series. Any unplugged games are completely refundable. And by booking your suite early, you'll lock in the best price. For more information, call 510-638-GO-A's or go to oaklandathletics.com/postseason. And the way tickets are going, you better get a suite, because that is the best way to watch if you want the privacy of a suite. But nice to be out amongst the crowd and the noise. But just getting in the park is the most important thing.
So 2 outs for Cliff Pennington with Hossein Reyes. Final game of the regular season. And as each guy comes to bat, you start thinking about how they helped you.
That's right.
And for the A's, where it's been such a team effort, we've talked many times about how the bottom of the order has produced. Guys may not have high batting averages, but they've hit some big home runs. Seems like every guy has done a couple things to help this team at different points in the season, some more than others. And you think about Brandon Ninja, listen, the A's have had 3 third basemen this year. If you go back to spring training,
right.
Scott Sizemore was the everyday everyday third baseman.
Yeah.
There was no questions about anybody else playing there, and he gets hurt in spring training. Donaldson plays, struggles. Inge comes aboard. It's great. Gets hurt. Donaldson comes back, plays great.
Brandon Hicks, a couple of big home runs, one against these Rangers.
We could go on and on about it.
Probably will.
But right now we have to go to break. 3 up, 3 down inning for Dempster. We are headed to the 3rd.
It's Friday, October the 5th. That's day after tomorrow. Check local listings for the dates, times, and channels in your area. It is coming up fast today, the final regular season game of Major League Baseball. Off day tomorrow, maybe, who knows, maybe there'll be baseball tomorrow, depending on what happens back in New York and Tampa, Orioles and Yankees. And
that's right. There's one chance for a tiebreaker game, and that's right, it would be the Yankees and the Orioles.
And I'm told that's a night game if it happens.
Yeah, that seems very strange. But for that to happen, the Orioles would have to win, the Yankees would have to lose. A little flare, and that's going to drop for Kinsler. So Kinsler loops one in. But the most important thing is, what are the Athletics postseason scenarios? And we got it for you. With the win today, automatic AL West champions open on the road on Saturday. If the Yankees win, the A's would be the number 2 seed, play the Tigers. Yankees lose, the A's are the number 1 seed, and they play the wild card team. So you think that's not just all over the place? So you win, and I guess what you're doing is you hope the Yankees lose. Crazy. So the A's could be the number 1 seed. Is that great or what?
Just send Mickey Morbido a text or a message and say, Mickey, how are you doing?
Yeah, Mickey saw that, and he got a headache.
He's had a headache all day. Maybe for a few days, actually.
So that is the different scenarios for the A's. If they win, most importantly, they would be the division champs. Runner goes, the ball bounced. Griffin goes back, has it, spins around, throws, and they just get Elvis Andrus. So that's out number 1. Kinsler goes to second. So we told you what happens if they win. Now, if they lose, they would automatically become a wild card team, and they would play on Friday, but we don't know who
or where.
Or where. It could be the Orioles in Oakland. Could be the Orioles in Baltimore. Who knows? So you may have to sit and wait if the Orioles and the Yankees played that tiebreaker tomorrow. So it's crazy. There's a line drive. Right field, Reddick coming in. He's going to play it on a hop. Now Kinsler had to wait to make sure it got down, and it did. So Kinsler just trots to third and stops there. So the Rangers have some action here in the third.
Hamilton that time, as we've seen him swing at probably half the pitches he sees, and went down and got what looked like maybe a changeup, but Josh Reddick, very smart play in right field, and actually Kinsler thought it was going to be caught and just trotted to third base. Does keep the double play in order. Reddick not trying to make the spectacular play and take the chance of having to get by him.
So here's Beltre, the cleanup hitter. He walked back in the first inning. In the dirt, Kataris grabs it. So we tried not to confuse you too much with the A's scenarios, but as we said in our open, most important thing, they are going to play in postseason.
That's right.
Beltre has a base hit to left field, and this game is tied. Kinsler trots home. So Beltre reached for it and found the hole on the left side. So here come the Rangers.
Well, it's a slow curve, and all of a sudden Andrus swinging at the second pitch. Kinsler at the second pitch. Same for Andrus. Hamilton and Beltre swinging at the first offering from AJ. So second time through the batting order, they figured out something.
So there's your veteran lineup adjustment.
Yeah, and there's a slow curve. Stayed up. The pitch stayed up, and the A's, of course, with the slow curve. If there's the 5.5 hole found nicely by Beltre. The A's are going. Sometimes that ends up being just to the third baseman for a double play, but it's not the case. But early swinging by the Rangers should help AJ Griffin and George Kataris make some adjustments also in their pitch selection early in the count.
So the A's got their run on 3 hits. Rangers do the same here in the top of the third. Still batting. First pitch to Nelson Cruz is a strike. Now, Cruz is a very streaky hitter. When he's hot, he could hurt you big time. Right now, he is not hot. Another little flare. Pennington on the move, and Pennington dropped it. And the runner at second base is going to be out. So Pennington dropped it, but was able to get up and get Beltre at second base. And Ron Washington's going to come out and argue with Lance Barksdale for the second time.
And the Rangers are actually lucky, because if that ball's caught, it's a double play. Going to third base was Hamilton without any hesitation. He thought the ball was going to drop. Pennington just had a hit of the heel of the glove, recovered quickly enough, and drew at second base again. A nice stretch, and foot's on the back of the bag. And that's a good call, because he was out. An excellent call. And Pennington, though, almost was able to make a spectacular play and turn it into a double play. Instead, they got the force at second, which is just as big.
So Hamilton now at third, Cruz at first for Michael Young.
So that's your typical fielder's choice. 4-6.
Well, and it's a tough spot if you're the runner, Beltre.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're figuring he's probably going to catch it.
Right. But Hamilton, on the other hand, thought it was going to drop, and he was over to third base, but was seeing eye so far.
0-2 now to Michael Young. Young hit a fly ball to right field in the second inning. That one Young reached for, just got a piece of.
Well, that was strike three. Took it out of Qatar's glove. And I would have to say, even with 2 strikes, Michael Young sitting soft, something off speed, to just barely foul the pitch that was outside, probably a strike.
And again, Young spoils it. Sign of good hitter right there.
That's it. Trust his hands to get to 2 strikes and foul off the tough pitches.
Pitch number 59 coming up for A.J. Griffin. And here it is. And there's a line drive fair right on the chalk. 1 run scores. Cruz is going to get to third. He's going to stop there, and the Rangers get a big hit from Michael Young. He chalk line one down the right field line. So Texas takes a 2-1 lead.
Well, that's how close it was to being out of the inning with a double play, but a high fastball, and Michael Young staying back and shot it down the right field line. And that was the Adrian Johnson call. And there's your chalk bouncing up, fair ball, and Josh Reddick, a good job getting it back in quickly to keep Cruz at third.
So Young gets RBI number 67, so the 4th hit of the inning, and here's Murphy. Well, Ray, you think about that at bat and the 2 pitches he spoiled.
That's right.
And then he gets an RBI double.
Exactly. That's the difference.
Sign of a very good hitter. So a big at bat here, even though we're just in the 3rd inning. 1-1 now to Murphy, who had a base hit in the 2nd. Breaking ball in for a strike. 1-2. Well, the crowd will rise up again. Do not want to fall behind any more to the Rangers. That one way inside. This is the only game being played right now in the American League.
Murphy had a fastball on a 2-2 pitch. He fouled off a couple. Fastball to left field in the hole between third and short, and his first at bat, just protecting as Michael Young did.
Changeup floats outside, so now it's a full count.
Well, as tough as Napoli is, you really don't have to give in to Murphy. First base is open, and Napoli is always a tough hitter, but he does give you some options on the 3-2 pitch.
And here it is. And that one's hit toward right center. Reddick on the move. He's not going to get it, and 2 runs are going to score. And now it's kicked around by Reddick, who guns it back in, and Murphy stays at first. but that is a huge hit, and it's 4-1 Rangers. So Cruz and Young both come in to score.
And it went curveball, so that's 2 consecutive hits with 2 outs, plating 3 runs. Curveball hung him, and
number 25.
you've seen the Rangers in this inning
Napoli.
stay back on the off-speed pitches. Even Michael Young, and when he hit the fastball, he was indicating that he was doing the same thing. So just hit hard enough, but softly enough.
So Murphy has RBI 60 and 61, and it's a 4 spot for the Rangers here in the top of the 3rd. Napoli hit a fly ball to right field. So Scribner up and getting loose quickly. 66 pitches now for Griffin. That one's hit hard but foul. Not an easy inning in any of the first 3 for Griffin. 2 base runners in the first, 1 in the second, and now 5 hits here in the 3rd.
He's caught a break when they forced Beltre at second, but A.J. Griffin could not get the big out.
Popped up, Donaldson coming down the line, fighting the sun, but now it's Kataris, and it's a fair ball, and everybody's going to be safe. Kataris drifted back into fair territory, then he reached for it right at the last minute and could not come up with it.
Well, he was hoping for help. As high as the ball was hit, Donaldson, I don't think, could see it either, so he slowed down. Then George realized he had to take charge, and unfortunately could not corral the ball as it did drift back into fair territory. There's your tough sun, and very few catchers wear sunglasses, and Kataris does not. And I don't think if Donaldson finds it, he's probably able to get there quickly enough to catch it, but I don't think he ever saw it.
So E2, and here's Soto. And he hits one up the middle, and that's a base hit. Murphy trots in to score, and it's now 5-1 Rangers. So the air is costly, and Texas continues the big inning. So Bob Melvin's coming out. And the Rangers have batted around here in the 3rd inning. And it's going to be Scribner. So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So the Rangers knock Griffin out here in the top of the 3rd inning. A.J. Griffin just did not have it today. Ray, I think you said it best. His stuff was not sharp from the first batter of the game.
Well, when you elevate as much as he was early and never could get the ball down, then you are flirting with danger because hitters can't handle high pitches, regardless of what they are, and we have seen it, or definitely in this inning.
So here's Kinsler. And Kinsler rolls one toward Donaldson, who has it, steps in the bag. Side retired. Rangers score 5 times in the top of the third, so they lead 5-1. As we promised earlier, there's a sneak peek at Liam Neeson's new action film, Taken 2. And it's in theaters coming up this Friday. Check it out.
At Stadium Concession.
Rangers score 5 times in the top of the third, so now 5-1 work to do for the Athletics, but plenty of time. It is just the bottom of the third. Rangers at the top of the order against Dempster. For Dempster, since giving up that Moss RBI double, he has retired 5 in a row with 3 strikeouts.
And the A's looking for the big hit. They did not get with the runners at second and third. A couple of opportunities the Rangers did.
Boko grounded out to Kinsler at second in the first inning. Micah Young way in on the grass. So I guess if you show bunt, first pitch thrown to you, it will usually draw the third baseman in if you're a speedy guy like Coco Crisp. Outside corner, strike 2 call. Drew will be next, and then Cespedes here in the third. Shutdown inning opportunity for Dempster. This one golf to right. Cruz is there, and that's out number 1.
Well, one thing we've seen this great season for the Athletics is when they have gotten down in a game and down early. Depends on the pitching, in this case the bullpen, to shut it down and to keep bouncing back, trying to score some runs to get on the board and try to reduce the deficit. The one game that I think about was CeCe Sabathia. Nobody better than CeCe on the mound on a Sunday afternoon. It turned out to be a sweep, but he had a 4-0 lead, and the A's came back to tie it thanks to the home run by Seth Smith and one of their 14 walk-offs. So it can happen.
Well, you have enough time where even if you get one, you know, just
But the A's pen and Scribner, 1 pitch, 1 out, but you have to get outs and not allow the Rangers to keep scoring. And fortunately, the Thursday game at Arlington, that's what they did. They scored 5 in the first and just kept adding on 4 more. Scored their 9. The A's scored 7. A similar situation because that game Blackley went just 1 inning, and now Griffin's out in the third.
So 7 in a row now retired for Dempster as he faces Cespedes. Cespedes bounced a single into left field in the first inning. One of 3 consecutive hits for the A's helped them get their run. And he goes after the first pitch and hits one wild to center. But Hamilton gets back, turns around, he's got it, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Dempster. We're headed to the 4th. Andrus is going to lead it off. It's 5-1 Texas. AT&T trivia question. Who are the 3 outfielders in Oakland A's history to win a Gold Glove? 3 outfielders.
Hitting off the top of the 4th inning for Texas. Number 1, Elvis.
They might have been in the same outfield at the same time.
Maybe. Well, would you say, I mean, you didn't play with this group, but you played against them. It was Ricky Henderson in left, Dwayne Murphy in center, Tony Armisen right.
Yeah, I think they might have won a Gold Glove the whole,
maybe,
at least, if not the same season.
That's 3 very good outfielders.
Can't remember if Joe Rudy should have, as underrated as he was, but a great left fielder.
Elvis Sanders chops the first pitch to Stephen Drew, and that's out number 1. So Andrus is retired.
And Scrivener, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and the 2 batters he's faced.
So here's Hamilton.
Number 32, Josh
Hamilton had a line drive base hit to right field in that 5-run 3rd inning.
The A's may look at the 5-run 3rd inning and be at bat by Hamilton, but then when he got to second base, and the ball that was blooped to right field by Cruz that forced Beltre at second, he was standing on 3rd. So if Pennington comes up with the A's out of the inning,
it's a double play.
It's a double play.
And it would have been a 1-1 game.
Exactly.
Yeah, Beltre had the RBI single. So yeah, it would be 1-1.
Yeah.
He's got an out on the play, but not a double play.
And 2-strike hitting by Young, 2-strike hitting by Murphy. And there's 3 ribbies there, and then the first pitch hitting by Soto.
Well, here's something to think about with Hamilton as well. He trails Miguel Cabrera in the home run race by 1. Pitch shoots it foul. So Cabrera has an excellent chance to win a Triple Crown.
And if Hamilton hits 1 and Cabrera doesn't hit 1, he still wins it, because a tie of any one of the 3, you still win it. I think Yaz did it. Killebrew hitting 44 that season, the last time there was a Triple Crown in the American League.
Swing and a miss, and it rolls away from Kataris, and he's going to tag Hamilton, and that's out number 2. No, Hamilton strikes out. So the Triple Crown watch for Miguel Cabrera. So for Mike Trout to tie him, Ray, Trout would have to go 6 for 6. Or he would just pass him, just barely pass him. So Trout needs to go 6 for 6. Hamilton would need to hit 2 home runs, and he's going to win the RBI title. So it certainly looks like it's going to happen. They play tonight. I believe it's a 5 o'clock start, our time here. They being the Tigers. Do not know if Cabrera will play or will not. He may get a couple of at-bats. There's a shot to center, a base hit. So that's a pretty cool thing. We're going to have a Triple Crown winner in baseball this year. At least it looks like it.
High fastball and then high slider. He left it up. Scribner usually gets the curveball and sliders are down. This one left up a little bit. So a 1-out single after retiring the first 3 he faced.
So a couple of hits for Beltre today, and that's the 8th hit for the Rangers. Here's Nelson Cruz. So that heated debate of who should be the American League most valuable player, Cabrera and Trout. Well, you drop a Triple Crown on your resume. That may push it toward Cabrera.
And plus they won. They won the division.
That's right. Yeah. Another thing to put down on your side. Angels will not be going to the postseason. It's amazing. The Angels missed the postseason for the 3rd consecutive year.
And they reloaded big time in the offseason, hoping not to have you say that, what you just said. And for all the people in Southern California to think that, especially their owner, Artie Moreno.
Cruz down the left field line. Cespedes over, and it's off the top of the wall. Beltre is going to be held at 3rd, so Cruz has a double, 2nd and 3rd.
There's your break of the day right there. Get Michael Young out. That could be the biggest break of the day. That ball stayed in the park, and Beltre couldn't score on the double off the left field wall. Got the hanging curveball, and Cruz, flat-footed, just upper body strong, and drilled it. Stayed in the park. Ball just kept carrying. Cespedes dangerously grabbed it barehanded, but able to get the ball back in.
First pitch to Young. Scribner pours a fastball in there for a strike. If you want to keep the Rangers in your sights in this game, you have to get Michael Young out. And there's a line drive. Moss grabs it. Side retired.
That's the beginning.
And a couple of breaks in that inning. A's will take it. 2 hits, no runs. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Texas 5, the A's 1. 5-1, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Clem and Ray question. Alan from Oakland asks, we all know who your picks to win the AL Manager of the Year and World Series. Of course you do. But what about the Cy Young and the MVP? We always do that, Ray. You and I kick it around a little bit. Sometimes we agree. Sometimes we don't.
Well, you're saying that like you know what I
No, I do. I know. I do not. We could be 4 for 4, and we could be 0 for 4. I bet we get a couple the same.
I think at least one.
One for sure. Moss to lead it off, and it's 3-0. Hayes could use a base runner or two. Reddick to hit next, and then Donaldson. Hayes need base runners. And that pitch is a bit outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk. All right, who did we pick? Okay, so AL MVP. We're good there. Did not agree on the Cy Young. We agree on Posey, and you went Gio, I went Dickey. So 2 for 4. Yeah. So Cabrera, all right, so Cabrera, we're both in on that. Slightly over Trout.
I was thinking Price, but I was also thinking no-hitter by Jared Weaver, and you know, injured and came back very strongly. I don't think you go wrong with any of them.
No.
Gio Gonzalez, 21. R.E. Dickey, the real story of the National League with a knuckleball and reaching 20 wins. But listen, I like the guy that I thought when he first came to the Oakland A's he could win 20. And Gio did it this year. Happened to be with the Nationals.
I think the thing that jumped out with Dickey, and he is a knuckleballer, but he led the league in innings pitched and strikeouts.
Yeah, but that's unfair because when he throws it doesn't hurt his arm.
That's right.
It doesn't have to be on a pitch count, and nobody can hit a knuckleball.
No, then everybody should throw it.
That's why I'm surprised more don't.
Yeah. Outside, so 1 and 2. So we disagree. We both like Buster Posey a lot. He's going to win the National League batting title. How about that?
Well, and to come back after last year and to play both first and catch, and with everything they have gone through, and they similarly here, but
the best thing about all that is that both Bay Area teams in the postseason for the first time since 2003. And what else there to talk about there?
right. Yeah.
So baseball will be front and center for a while, we hope.
Well, the sellout crowd attendance already been announced, and they cannot get quiet in this game.
Reddick drives in toward left center, hit pretty well. Hamilton on the move, near the wall, and it's off the wall. And that's going to allow Moss to come around. He's going to score. Reddick has an RBI double, and it's 5-2. So Reddick knocks in his 85th run.
The breeze, the wind, view corridor, and Hamilton, an outstanding center fielder. The ball just kept going, and Reddick a good at bat. Fell behind 0-2, but took a couple of tough pitches and then drove it to left center. Watch this ball take off as Hamilton played him straight up, but it just kept slicing and off the wall. Good job, Murphy, backing up as outfielders will do with Hamilton going after the ball. So a double to drive in a run, and they just need to keep it going.
So here's Donaldson.
4-pitch walk to Moss. It looked like Dumpster just trying to guide the ball.
And Donaldson rips a single to center field. Here comes Hamilton, and they're going to hold up Reddick. So Donaldson with a hit. First and third, nobody out.
Donaldson hit the ball so hard, Mike Madden's going to visit, but it's a slider that hung and all over it. Watch again in Expo as Donaldson. Good swing on an elevated slider. And right back up the middle, and Josh Reddick had to make sure the ball was going to be safely into center field. Mike Gallego started at least to think about sending him. Wisely, though, down by 3, decided to hold him up, especially after Reddick got the bad jump, or at least a conservative lead and jump.
So they're moving around quickly out in that Rangers bullpen, and a starting pitcher, Derek Holland, starts to throw. It's got to be an important game when a starter starts throwing in the bullpen. That's playoff stuff there. So Seth Smith is the hitter. Runners at the corners, nobody out, with a run in for the A's.
And Seth Smith really has to think about September, October of 2007. This is a big at bat for him. And
first pitch to Smith is on the outside corner with a fastball, 0-1.
Now, as bad as this might sound, with the infield back, they're trying to think about a double play. The A's, for the ground ball, at least are going to make it a 2-run game with the runner at third scoring. Seth Smith would like more.
Got a shot here to get a run home from third with less than 2 outs. Swing and a miss. I think that's where Dempster wants the slider to be.
It's hard and it's tough to pick up, and it's tough not to swing at what looks like a strike, and it's tough to recognize the rotation on the baseball.
One-two pitch, runs a fastball away.
Well, he knows he's going to come back with his pitch, and that's really hard slider. It's just a matter of Smitty making sure he elevates it.
A walk, a double, and a single. Two-two pitch, center field. That's a base hit. Reddick will trot home, and it's 5-3.
Seth Smith, what a smart hitter. Smart because he knew the pitch he was going to get. He got it, but he forced Dempster to elevate it. Look at the slider, look at the location. He left it at least about knee-high, but Smitty went down to get it. And that's a great job of hitting, because that's anticipation of a pitch that you're going to get from a pitcher. He knew it, and he stayed on it and just served it right back to center field.
So Kataris will hit, but not before there's a quick meeting at the mound between pitcher and catcher. With the A's bunch here. Sounds funny, even though it's the bottom of the 4th inning, you never know.
To be honest, figure if he bunts, the infield would play back, and Ron Washington is going to change all that. He's the one who's left it. And for Ryan Dempster, his last regular season start, an important start with a 4-run lead, walk, RBI double, single, RBI single, and he's out.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. So Dempster 3+ innings. He was handed a 5-1 lead, could not hold it. Now it's 5-3. So Derek Holland. Did not think I would say Derek Holland coming into the game today, but he is.
And didn't really think, maybe even Ron Washington think that Bob Melvin would pinch hit in the 4th inning for his catcher.
And that's
what's happening. Derek Norris is pinch hitting, and Ron Washington really, when he took Dempster out, he could care less about him being a free agent. He wants to win. Managers at this time of the year, all they think about are W's.
So here's Norris. Holland's first pitch is bounced toward Kinsler. He's got it. He's going to get the out at first. And a nice play by Kinsler. Saved a run. But both runners get moved up by Norris, so it's a quality out as well.
A very good out. And he almost got a base hit as the middle infielders were thinking about a double play, and Kinsler had to go to his left and a dive. Nice play to get up to throw out Norris, but definitely a productive out.
So Donaldson goes to third, Smith to second, and here's Pennington. Well, the infield back, so they'll, at least the middle infielders back, corner infielders in a little bit. Outfield shallow. Pennington struck out in the 2nd inning. Changeup, and a good one from Holland.
Holland started against the A's on the 24th, the game in which he went three innings. A whole bunch of 3-ball counts. Off-speed pitch down. Pennington just needs to put the ball in play.
And he popped it up. Napoli, the first baseman, is there. He grabs it, and that's out number 2. So that's a big out for Holland to get on Pennington.
A very big out.
So that'll bring up Coco Crisp.
Now batting, center fielder,
Remember we
4.
talked about it last night. We've seen Coco in these spots. Left-hander out of the bullpen a lot of times, and RBI opportunities.
And
he lays in the weeds and swings at that first pitch.
Exactly. The conversation is, will he get the pitch that he's hoping to get in the first offering or second or even the at-bat? Andrus in, Soto out to talk to Holland about Drew, the left hand in the on-deck circle. And there's always, even though it's a potential go-ahead run at first, but there is that possibility that they pitch Coco carefully.
First pitch is hit down the right field line. It is fair. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and we are tied.
You got to be kidding me. There's no way that ball stays fair. It just kept slicing, and it just stayed there.
That was last year.
That's right. Sorry, I lost my head. But Coco Crisp, maybe they were thinking about carefully, but he jumped on the first pitch. Slice, slice, chalk, perfect. And a big, big 2-run double with 2 outs after the Rangers had to be thinking they're going to get out of the inning leading by 2.
So RBIs 45 and 46. None bigger than those two for Coco Crisp this year. So the A's answer back with a 4 spot, and they still got a chance to take the lead. So he went after that first pitch, Ray. He should have known.
Absolutely, and he should have, considering what he thought maybe the conversation was about. And that's what hitters do. Look for a pitch, maybe expand the strike zone, expand the zone in general, and that's what Coco did perfectly. To slice the ball. I'm really shocked that Holland would give him a first pitch fastball that he knows pretty good chance he's going to swing at. Remember he did last night against Harrison. First 3 at bats, swung at a first pitch fastball.
And a slider catches the inside corner. 1-1 to Stephen Drew.
I think one of the best at bats for a team, and I say team because we have seen what teams are all about. Pennington pop up, but yet the next hitter takes him off the hook, drives in the 2 runs. So just a team effort, each guy picking the other guy up. As I said earlier, when you have a sellout crowd and you have home field advantage as far as the noise is concerned, you get down runs, you don't quiet. You don't go quiet, because the fans this time of the year thrive on noise, and especially your home crowd noise.
And Drew wanted timeout, didn't get it, and the pitch is called a strike. You can ask for time, but that doesn't mean the umpire's going to give it to you. They usually do.
Well, Holland was set, and when Drew dropped his bat, Holland was ready to throw, and really Cedarstrom did the best thing. And from Holland's standpoint, it's a slider, and he threw for a strike. Otherwise, it could have been ball free. I just sliced the slider to left field for a base hit, and it's moot point.
Full count now to Drew. Cespedes in the on-deck circle. Drew's the 8th man to hit in the inning.
And that's just the reverse what we're talking about with Coco. With Drew on deck, now Cespedes, a right-hander, on deck with a 3-2 pitch. But he likes the slider. Holland does. Not opposed to throw it, even with first base open, a right-hander down deck circle.
And that one missed inside, not by much, and it's a walk to Drew.
And he took the chance with a slider. Drew didn't swing at it, and now he does have to face Cespedes with his pitching coach paying a visit. Soto outside, the pitch stayed inside. He tried to frame it, tried to bring it back in the strike zone, could not do it.
And even Stephen Drew was unsure. It was close.
You know, this inning started with a 4-pitch walk to Moss. And you know what he did? He stood at home plate because he couldn't believe maybe that the pitch was close enough. It was called a ball. And finally, Cedarstrom straight his ball 4. And meanwhile, the A's bring the 9th hitter to the plate and have tied the game. Cespedes in his last at bat against Dempster hit a shot to center field off the end of the bat. Fastball at 90, but he opened up a little bit too much and didn't really drive it. I mean, it looked good off the bat, but it was towards the end. Dempster gave him a first pitch fastball, and that was after retiring the first 2 hitters on 6 pitches. 7-pitch inning for him.
Really has not been looking at Coco very much. Now that may have been a planned no look that time.
Well, the thing is, if he does attempt to steal, will Soto even throw, or will Michael Young even cover third and open up the left side of the infield? We have seen this year, and I know Tony La Russa had a great play where he would have the runner at second try to steal, hoping the third baseman would cover and have the hitter swing, a right-handed hitter, and open up the entire left side of the infield. Right now, Cespedes would take just a strong swing and drive the ball someplace.
Missed outside, so 2-0. Well, we've seen Holland enough the last 3-4 years where he's a very good pitcher, but he can struggle at times to find the strike zone. And you never know coming out of the bullpen.
Right.
Swing and a miss. A 2-0 changeup, and it was a good one.
But a good strong swing by Cespedes, and the A's were hoping for contact. They didn't get it, and just out a little bit too far in front.
Kinsler, the second baseman, playing right behind second base. Low, 3-1.
But if he threw the changeup 2-0, and there is a base open with a lefty in the on-deck circle, if base happens to be third, I don't think he's going to challenge Cespedes. but he might make a mistake and leave the off-speed pitch up if he throws it.
Cespedes hits one very high, center field. Hamilton coming in. Still coming in. And he dropped it! He dropped it! 1 run scores! 2 runs score! A's lead 7-5. Hamilton dropped the ball.
We talked about a little bit of a swirling wind. I think that's what got Hamilton. It was a high fly ball. He got under it and one-handed it, but it looked like the wind might have taken it right at the end, or at least affected it. But the perfect thing for him was a 3-1 changeup. Cespedes upset it and missed it. The good thing, there were 2 outs, so the runners were running. But run hard, guys, because watch this ball take off right there. He just looked at it, missed it. I got it, casually after it. And just off the tip of his glove, and 2 big unearned runs.
So here's Moss.
So the A's, a costly error, cost them a run with a pop-up. Maybe affected the sun. The sun affected the catcher, George Kottaras.
Moss tries to hold up, and he can't. So the A's have scored 6 times to take a 7-5 lead. Moss hits it hard, and Napoli stays with it. Now he's got to hustle with the bag, and he just beats Moss. Side retired. Big inning for the Athletics. They score 6 times. On to the 5th, 7-5. Athletics. A couple of costly errors by Hamilton.
Yeah. That was the ball he looked up on, and then Derek Norris triple that he casually went after. And really, the ball took off on him and over his head. But that helped. The A's scored 5 in the first inning against Martin Perez, got him out of the inning. And then, I tell you, none bigger than today. Evan Scribner. And Josh Hamilton looking on, and still a lot of baseball left. And we talked about it when the A's scored and came back. Derek Moore stays in the game to catch. Turned out his out was still pretty big, very big.
So Murphy, Napoli, and Soto. And a good pitch there, 0-2. Murphy had a big hit, 2-run single in the third inning. That's when the Rangers scored 5 times. So Evan Scribner a chance to be a hero here in 2012. Add him to the list, huh?
Absolutely. And A.J. Griffin left the game down by 4, disappointed, and has a no decision.
Bounced foul.
But similar style of pitching with the slow curveball thrown by Scribner, same thrown by A.J. Griffin. So great tilt, very good 12-6 curveball.
And Murphy just got a piece of it. So Murphy still alive. A couple of hits today.
And Cup another hitter, as we saw, Michael Young and also Murphy. Swinging late, maybe protecting against something off speed, slow curve.
Murphy spoiling some good pitches. That one's line. Reddick is there. He's got it. Out number 1. So this is the play of the game so far with the score tied 5-5. This would have been the third out. Now, this is what happened at the end of the inning when Hamilton got back in the dugout. Now, it's okay now, but it's a little heated. So, a costly error by Hamilton indeed. First pitch to Napoli and first strike.
Well, that's just a manager and a center fielder wanting to win, compete, and seeing things like that are going to happen. And when you're out exposed on the field or in the dugout where everybody can see, then things like that happen. Hamilton feels worse than anybody. He knows that should have been the third out of the inning. And again, fortunately for the A's, there were 2 outs, and the runners were at least able to move on what would have been just a fly ball. With less than 2 outs, they would not have advanced.
Close pitch with a fastball. Napoli is 0 for 2. He reached on an error. Catcher Kataris at the time dropped a pop-up. Tough play with the sun and all. Landed fair. Right there, strike 3 call. Napoli knew it, and that's out number 2. Here's our AT&T trivia answer. What are the 3 outfielders in Oakland A's history to win Gold Gloves?
Now batting, number 8.
So Dwayne Murphy 6 times. Joe Rudy Ray, he's got 3 of them, and Ricky Henderson did it in 1981. Maybe Josh Reddick this year.
Well, I think you said it right. Tony Armas.
He had a great arm.
Oh, 3 of the best outfielders probably at any one time in Oakland history. Although I think with Billy North and center Reggie and right Joe Rudy and left, pretty good outfield, win consecutive world championships. But Joe Rudy won 3, and we hope Josh Reddick, the votes are in by the managers and coaches, and will be determined in the offseason with all the awards given out, starting with the MVP, Cy Youngs, and Gold Gloves. 1 for each position will win the best single or individual, maybe the best looking individual trophy. We hope that's the case, but right now Evan Scribner trying to get a shutdown inning.
Bounce in the hole. Donaldson has got it. Gets up, throws, dug out, side retired. So 3 up, 3 down inning for Scribner with a little help from Donaldson over at third. A very nifty play. Bottom of the 5th coming up. 7-5 Athletics. is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's Rake in the Cash. $500 cash every hour from 6 p.m. to midnight. Visit CacheCreek.com for details. Josh Reddick to lead it off against Derek Holland in the bottom of the 5th inning. A's with a 7-5 lead. Reddick had an RBI double in that 4th inning. The ball toward the gap in left center and drove home Moss.
Look at the inning and say it's a tough inning for the Rangers, but remember also the inning started with leadoff walk, 4-pitch walk to Moss, and then Stephen Drew took the slider for ball 4 also, and that brought up Cespedes, who got the 3-1 changeup, popped it up, and fortunately the A's capitalized on a mistake.
Reddick behind in the count 1-2. Donaldson will hit next, and then Seth Smith.
I think you said it best, and it's true this time of the year. All hands on deck. If you're starting, you're finished starting and trying to relieve, do whatever.
Reddick rolls one toward Kinsler, and that's out number 1.
But it does not mean that a starter, when he gets up in the bullpen, he has to get loose quicker. Normally he has as much time as he wants as a starting pitcher. But a reliever, when he's a starter coming in as a reliever, he has a limited amount of time. Of course, it always helps too. Pitchers that have had the experience as a reliever, they know what they need to do to get ready.
So here's Donaldson, who singled and scored in the 4th. Holland, when he came in, he got retired the first 2 hitters, but the crisp double, that was probably the biggest hit in that inning, because it came with 2 outs. Tied up the game.
That's a great point, because he threw just 4 pitches to get the pinch hitter Norris on a productive out, and then Cliff Pennington popped up 4 pitches and had a chance to get back to the dugout quickly, but Coco ambushed him with the first pitch hitting.
There's a line drive, and that's a base hit for Donaldson.
Don't hang a curveball to him. Josh Donaldson's got a pretty good idea of the amount of hitting. Leg kick and a hanger, and he's all over it, and he is doing everything correct. And it's an Adrian Beltre follow through down on the right knee, the back knee, but got the hanging breaking ball. Oh, Exmoor, you got to like that. Gets the foot down, and as he has said, you throw him a certain pitch, you figure he's not going to throw it again, and he jumped on a first pitch from the starter Dempster last inning. But another big at bat in that inning by this guy, because Seth Smith got the slider down with a couple of strikes and hammered it straight away center.
Smith picking up his 52nd RBI with that hit, and now it's 2-0. Missed again, 3-0. And that pitch in for a strike on 3-0. Strike called. Smith thought it may have been ball 4. So he'll go for a little walk.
A good take, and outside corner painted perfectly by the left-hander.
Short lead at first by Donaldson, and the pitch is chopped over the head of Holland. Andrus has it. He flips to first, and a nice play by the shortstop.
And don't miss out on A's postseason baseball and individual game tickets for potential wild card and American League Division Series games at the Coliseum are on sale right now. Tickets are available online at oaklandathletics.com/postseason, over the phone by calling 877-493-BALL, or at the Coliseum box office. And I'd like to commend Steve Finelli and his great people in the ticket office, and inundated as this series, of course, approached, and the sellout today, and getting ready for potential postseason games. And they've been busy working long hours, and they just hope to be able to utilize all the great tickets.
Well, and the uncertainty in who you're playing, when you're playing, how you're playing.
Exactly.
That makes it difficult for the guys in the ticket office as well, guys and gals. They've done a great job. You know, when they have that old saying, operators standing by.
Yeah.
Well, ticket office folks with the A's standing by.
Or we hope sitting and enjoying it, but busy as they are, but they're definitely doing a great job. And when you have a walk-up of 12,000, you better have people ready, and the A's were right on hand last night for it.
Pitch is a bit inside to Norris. Norris pinch hit for Kataris last inning and hit that ground ball to second, but it was an out, but it moved both the base runners up. Again inside, 2-1. He's trying to pick up another run. Donaldson out at second. That one's hit toward the middle. And it's off the glove of Andrus, and they will get another run. Donaldson comes in to score. 8-5 Athletics. So Andrus had it just tip off his glove. Rolled away. Donaldson scored easily, and Andrus getting up very slowly.
Well, getting up slowly, maybe more disappointed than anything. That breaking pitch went right back up the middle, and Andrus doing what infielders are supposed to do. Dive. If he catches the ball, the A's don't score. Trickled off his glove, and the A's do score. I think it's more disappointment than anything. Dive, ground is hard, hit hard, but just could not get the ball on the end of his glove or into his glove to stop it, and the A's took advantage of it.
Kinsler has that one, and Pennington is retired. A's grab another run. Add on is what they're doing. So 8-5 after 5. Chevron pitching matchup. Well, it's not really a pitching matchup, is it? But we're going to talk about the great season by the rookie pitchers. Oakland record set this season for rookies, wins, games, innings, strikeouts, and that's starters, relievers, that's everybody combined. Major League Baseball rookie record for wins. So that has been the story. One of the stories, I should say, this year. The young pitchers for the Athletics.
The story for today is this young man on the mound right now, Evan Scribner. Jerry Blevins loosens in the bullpen, but Scribner coming in and getting an out in what looked like just an easy out with runners at first and second, but he stopped the bleeding 5-run inning, the third, as he was able to get the final out of the inning. Kinsler and a force out. But then a single with 2 outs, a double with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Got a line drive caught by Moss and a 1-2-3 5th. So great effort by Evan Scribner and Jerry Blevins, who has not pitched. Scribner, and remember the big three, the back three, have been prominent for the last 4 games. 4 by Balfour, 3 by Cook and Doolittle. And the skipper said he wanted to win last night to get to the day, and that's why he used guys that he had not used as much as was the case last night.
Routine ground ball. Pennington has it. Kinsler is retired, and that's out number 1.
And the one guy he said that could be and possibly used is the Aussie at the end.
Okay.
And last night, late, Kurt Young, the pitching coach, came in the lunchroom area, and Balfour was there. As Kurt was walking out, Balfour yelled at him. He said, "One more, Kurt." Kurt kept walking. But that is the way this club has gone. The bullpen, Kurt Young, Bob Melvin would make the decision, but Rat Balfour was saying basically, "I'll be ready if you need me." Aussie started last night and Aussie finished, and what a finish it was after the great start by Travis Black.
So 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Elvis Andrus hits. He's walked and grounded out twice. Five in a row retired by Evan Scribner. He came in the 3rd inning. So pitch number 36 by Scribner out of the A's bullpen. It's a fastball right there, first strike, 2-1.
And I would think Evan Scribner has a pretty good idea. This is his last batter with the numbers that Jerry Blevins has had against Josh Hamilton in the on-deck circle, and we shall see what the skipper will decide. But this is a big at bat as Hamilton waits in the on-deck circle. Always a tough out.
So 3-1 now to Andrus.
I think he'll be taken.
And it's a good pitch. Fastball right down around the knees.
Elvis Andrus knows that he's a table setter. And 3-1, pretty good pitch to hit, but since he's a good 2-strike hitter, not surprised that he took it, forcing him to throw a couple of strikes.
And that one's hit toward left center field. Coco's going to get over there. He's got it. 2 outs. And Bob Melvin skips out of the dugout.
You want to hear an ovation? Listen, when Evan Scribner leaves the mound, it's going to be unbelievable because these fans know the way the game started, and even the skipper's cheering for him as he approaches the mound, and this place is going to erupt.
So
brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Jack in the Box. Come to Jack in the Box and try a sourdough cheesesteak melt today. It's got all the best parts of a cheesesteak, but it's on toasty sourdough.
So Hamilton hits against Jerry Blevins out of the bullpen. First pitch strike to Hamilton, who is 1 for 3. And he swings and misses, kind of waves at it. And it's 0-2. So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. So Blevins trying to get Hamilton. Fastball fouled straight back.
Jerry Blevins trying to redeem himself, and we showed in Texas the numbers Jerry Blevins against Hamilton. It's why he came in following the outstanding performance by Dan Straley. Hamilton did walk. The one walk crucial because it was in front of a game-tying home run by Adrian Beltre. That was off Pat Neshek.
Slider. Pretty good 0-2 pitch though. Kind of a teaser, but Hamilton was able to lay off. Terrific job by Evan Scribner. 39 pitches.
The best performance by Evan Scribner in his major league career. Last year was San Diego, picked up by the Athletics, pitched great all season, but done better than today.
Hamilton again takes the pitch down and away to even the count at 2-2.
Cappy did the same thing in Texas. Got ahead 0-2, and Hamilton laid off the breaking pitches as Blevins kept throwing. He would not offer at them and ended up walking.
Again lays off.
Then
full count.
Another off-speed pitch. He's staying soft. Everything. Breaking pitches. Change up the last offering. And
high fastball. Hamilton helped out Blevins. Chase ball 4.
well, they finally threw him a fastball, and Hamilton was waiting for it. A very tough lineup the A's still have to go through, and they know it.
So another payoff pitch. Blevins to Hamilton. And he got him with a high fastball. He chased ball 4 again. So Blevins strikes out Hamilton. Nothing for the Rangers in the top of the 6th. Now the Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. It's the world's most refreshing beer. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-5, the A's lead. A win, and the AL Western Division title is the Athletics. First pitch is outside to the leadoff man, Coco Crisp. Koji Uehara gets up. And Derek Holland came in the 4th inning. He's back out there. Big double by Coco Crisp in the 4th inning, knocked in 2 with 2 outs. And he rips this one to right field, getting back his crew, still going back, and he makes the catch over the shoulder. Time for a look at the American League leaders in bases taken. Brought to you by Taken 2 in theaters this Friday. So the Athletics tied with the Blue Jays for 5th in the league in steals. Twins and the Rays tied for the top spot. It's funny, Ray, A's stole a lot of bases early, did not hit a lot of home runs. But then in the second half, they've stole fewer bases, but they've hit a whole bunch of home runs.
But by stealing the bases and taking the extra bases and doing the little things, as the A's begin postseason, as we know they are there for sure, that's going to help them in postseason, because you are going to face the best pitchers, and we talked about it a lot. You cannot just sit back and expect to hit home runs. They're great when they happen, but you have to do the little things. The A's have not hit a home run today. They've had some great 2-out hitting, 2-strike hitting, and opposite field hitting, and those are all very good ingredients that help a team have success scoring runs and winning.
Stephen Drew skies one. Andrus out. Hamilton coming in. Elvis Andrus makes the catch, and that's out number 2. I will say this about the weather, Ray. It has become much, and this is not an excuse for the ball Hamilton dropped, but it has become much, much more breezy in the last half hour.
Yeah, it's blowing everything up here.
Yeah, the flags are really starting to whip around in the corridor there.
Yeah, we had 82, 85 temperatures. The first pitch at 7 o'clock, first 2 nights, and it was going to be tops about 80. And then getting cooler. But when you see the view corridor, the wind blowing from left to right from the left field view corridor, and just the opposite in right field, that means the wind is swirling.
So Cespedes hits. He's 1 for 3. And it was his fly ball that Hamilton missed in the 4th inning to give the A's runs 6 and 7.
And guess who is warming up?
Probably Ryan.
Isn't that amazing? That is absolutely amazing. And these guys, and talking to every one of the rookies, pitchers especially, and more innings they've ever pitched before, but the determination. As Jared Parker said this morning, I'll rest in November if we can go the distance. I'll rest whenever it's all over. They'll have plenty of time to get ready for spring training.
Cespedes swings and misses. So this is maybe the play of the game so far.
Cespedes upset that he missed a changeup, and then Hamilton there, and well, just the wind. Who knows what might have happened? Ron Washington asking his veteran outfielder, like Dempster, potential free agent, which at this point really doesn't matter to them. They just try to do something that's eluded them the last 2 seasons.
So 2-1 to Yoenis Cespedes. 23 home runs in his rookie season.
We're talking about the wind. The one thing that should not affect the Rangers is wind.
That's true.
Because they have the hardest blowing wind at their ballpark, especially the jet stream to right center. Flags blowing in hard from Blanton's always blowing very, very hard.
It'll pop up foul territory, and it'll head back into the seats. This can hurt.
Well,
don't do that.
Worst thing you could do. Worst thing you could do. Yeah.
The guys have gotten hurt doing that. Pounding their fist with their bat.
It was the White Sox, went to the Padres.
Carlos Quinton.
Yeah. He went on the DL. He's having a huge season and broke his hand. He did it every time, just happened to do it the wrong time.
Cespedes is going to get a walk here. Ball trickles away from Soto.
Great shot by Coco. Use your head. Did he say, you mean hit the bat on my head? Or
no, use your head. We need you. But if you hold the baseball bat up and you punch it with your fist, it's going to hurt.
And it's hard.
Yes.
Yeah. And just like punching a wall. And if you're going to use something, use your head. I mean,
so when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Uhara coming in. Comcast Sportsnet when it celebrates the A's 3 consecutive World Series titles 40 years ago. Interviews with A's greats Raleigh Fingers, Joe Rudy, Reggie Jackson, Vida Blue, Blue Moon Odom, Ray Fosse, and many more. It's Legends. Oakland A's.
Well, don't go that far.
Legends. October 26th at 8 p.m. right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Produced by Sean Madison. It's going to be great. Well, if George Hendrick was in that last shot, that means you hadn't got there yet because you were traded for George.
That's right.
2 2/3 innings for Derek Holland coming out of the bullpen.
Strange to see a 0 on the strikeout column for Derek Holland.
So now it's Koji Uhara's turn. Very good ERA, 1.82. More strikeouts than innings pitched and only 3 walks. So he's having a very fine season. Koji Uhara faces Brandon Moss with 2 outs. Cespedes had the 2-out walk.
Dempster still in the dugout. Not surprising. They have no place to go except to stay on the bench, support the players, the teammates, and early in the season be getting iced down. Plenty of time for them.
Cespedes will run. He's got 16 steals. He's only been thrown out 4 times.
Just wonder if the great Ricky Henderson would be working with Cespedes in the future, is sliding headfirst into the bases, because remember how he slides too early sometimes and cannot pick up the speed sliding through the dirt to the bag.
He's not going to need to steal second. That ball shoots right to the backstop, and Cespedes now in scoring position.
The A's Coco Crisp, Derek Norris. with 2 out RBI hits, big ones. And now Brandon Moss has a chance to do the same thing. Jose Soto did not have much of a chance trying to backhand the ball and knock it down, but no chance to get his body in front of what was a true wild pitch.
One pitch, and that's hit high, right field, down the line, and foul.
That was
a mile in the air.
And if that view quarter wind could literally blow hard, might have kept it fair, but that was hooking too much, and Moss knew it. Definitely had the distance, trying to help it, head down. He knew at that point it was foul. Way foul, but way deep.
So 1-2 now to Moss, who has doubled, walked, and grounded out. He's got a run scored and an RBI. And that one is on the inside corner. Strike 3 call. Good pitch by Uehara. So we are headed to the 7th inning. That means it's the late innings. 8-5 A's lead. The late great Bill, you know what?
Push the button.
He's watching.
Push the button and then let's get a Bill call.
He's cheering.
Holy Toledo, absolutely. Well, he might not be cheering right now, but he's got some Holy Toledos in him.
Yes, he does.
Jerry Blevins facing Adrian Beltre. The game that we referenced in which Blevins walked Josh Hamilton. Pat Neshek came in and gave up the home run opposite field. Adrian Beltre. The skipper Bob Millen had thought about leaving Blevins in to face Beltre. Well, he does it in this inning. And see what he can do. He does have Ryan Cook warming up. Probably would like to get as much out of Blevins as possible because he's not pitched recently.
Yeah, I think the skipper would be thrilled with Blevins getting through the 7th. That would be huge. Take it all the way, and it's in for a strike. That one bounced. Drew cannot quite get it, and it just gets through into center field for a hit. So Beltre is 3 for 3 with a walk, so he's having a big afternoon.
A lot of times managers, pitching coaches go on the splits, and the split just ended because the skipper's coming out to go to his right-hander, try and of course that base hit by Beltre will add to the splits for Blevins against righties. But he did get the big out in Josh Hamilton as Hamilton struck out on a high fastball, and Ryan Cook will come in for the 4th consecutive game.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and spawn experts. So Cook is coming in. Sportsnet Central October Quest with pregame coverage 1 hour before every game and postgame coverage after the final out. Thanks, Ray Fosse, CSNCalifornia.com's Casey Pratt, and Kate Longworth. They're going to be traveling with the team when the A's are on the road. The A's October Quest continues only on Comcast Sportsnet California. So Comcast Sportsnet California is going to have the postseason covered. When you guys are on the road, I'm going to be in the studio.
Be talking to you, partner.
Better be talking to me.
Of course.
Come on. So that'll be fun.
Well, this is fun for Ryan Cook, who continues to get the ball and just trying to keep doing what he has been doing, especially recently on this homestand. Just work, work, work.
First pitch to Cruz is a good fastball down around the knees. Again, the situation, Cook has pitched 4 days in a row. This is number 5. He's thrown 63 pitches. Balfour has pitched 4 days in a row. He's thrown 47 pitches in that time frame. And Doolittle has pitched 3 games in a row. And that one's lined, and that's headed to right field and headed for the corner. Reddick gets to it. Cruz is going to hustle the second, and he is going to make it with a double. And the Rangers have second and third and nobody out. They will not go quietly, folks.
They never do. They never do.
So Cruz maybe starting to heat up.
Well, they went fastball again after the first pitch fastball at 93, but then came back with another one and was hoping for a ground ball, but instead Cruz opposite field. Double off the left field wall, his previous at bat. The 2 hits, Beltran Cruz, back in the 4th inning, came with 2 outs. They lead off the inning this time.
So here is Michael Young. First pitch to Young is a bit inside. As I was saying, Doolittle has pitched 3 games in a row and 4 out of the last 5. So it's just what happens when you're winning a lot and every game is so vital. Your late inning relievers are going to pitch a lot. It's almost automatic. That one chopped to Donaldson, and Beltre's not going to score. Young is thrown out. Runners hold.
Well, Sunday against the Seattle Mariners, Ryan Cook put runners at first and third. Nobody out, and Ryan Cook, we could nickname him Houdini because he did this. Strikeout, slider. Fastball, strikeout. And then hard breaking ball freezing Montero, and a fist pump from Ryan Cook. More emotion than we've ever seen from the A's rookie reliever.
Well, he will get jacked up a little bit. Maybe not to Grant Balfour level,
no,
but He's got a pretty good fire burning, Ryan Cook.
Well, the worst place for Michael Young, the best place for the A's, for him to hit the ball at third base. That was a big out.
So here's Murphy, excuse me, right?
No, with his ability to use his bat.
Those pitches outside to David Murphy. Always a tough out. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and a couple of RBIs. Fastball out over the plate. Foul back.
And the way the A's are defending Murphy, you can see why they play the outfield like a right-handed pull hitter is Cespedes in left field, and the same on the infield, kind of shading him to hit the ball that direction. They are back, so with the exception of Donaldson and maybe even with Heating, Beltre, see if he goes on contact for the ball on the infield.
Beltre at third, Cruz at second. That one just off the plate, 2-1. On deck is Mike Napoli.
Some hard changeup, just kept moving off the plate. Gary Cederstrom, good shot at it.
Murphy with that wide open stance, he closes it up. And the pitch comes. And that one line into the seats down the left field line, just past the tarp.
If there's ever a time to throw a hard slider down and in for Ryan Cook's fastball movement, and because he's pitched so much, the way Murphy is hitting the ball in the opposite field, one shot inside, maybe trying to get him to swing over a pitch or have a fastball come back, because he is really protecting, trying to go to left field. I don't know if they're willing to take the chance.
And they did, and they got him. Murphy strikes out. 2 outs in the 7th.
What a great pitch, and Murphy protecting a little bit too much, got something soft, and great pitch, and could not even foul tip it. So another big strikeout and another big hitter coming up in Mike Napoli. And David Murphy, like Michael Young, with a couple of runners on. Biggest at bat now for Brian Cook.
Napoli is 0 for 3. First pitch is down and away to Napoli. 24 home runs for Napoli. Lots of power, strikes out a lot.
If you keep him on the ground, take your chances.
He struck out looking in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss, 96 miles an hour. It would be dribbled back behind home plate a little bit.
And Ryan Cook started the inning throwing a 93-mile-an-hour fastball to Cruz, and now bumped it up another 3 miles. So adrenaline kicks in, knowing the importance and of this at bat, especially for the Rangers of Napoli, and how much bigger it is for him to try to get the 3rd out, leaving 2 runners on.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Remember the 4 strikeouts in Baltimore? That was the type of slider he was throwing. Comes in, goes down. Napoli swinging over a hard slider. Great pitch, great catch by Darren Norris. Palm up.
Strikes out, and the Rangers do not score. And the place is jumping, folks. 7th inning stretch. The A's with an 8-5 lead, and they are 6 outs away from an AL West Division crown. Sunset, California is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. The further you go, the closer you get. Take a steam train through the Redwood Forest. It's the ride of a lifetime. RoaringCamp.com.
Banjo Man.
Looks like the Banjo Man's here. Must be a pennant race, huh?
Banjo Man's been around. That's that cape he had 42 years ago.
I didn't see him as much last year, though.
That's true.
The A's went 74 and 88.
Good point. Yeah, that same cape, he's had that on since back first championship in 72.
Reddick to lead it off against Uehara. He'll be followed by Donaldson and Smith. Drilled to the gap in left center. Murphy on the move makes a nice running catch. Out number one. How about this, Ray? You want to talk about a crazy season? The A's have not spent one day alone in first place this season. If the A's win today, they will become only the third division or pennant winner in history to spend just one day alone in first place. The Twins in 06 and the 1951 Giants.
Giants took the last day, a shot heard around the world.
Yeah, that was a playoff.
Yeah, they had to get just to the World Series.
Here's Donaldson. Well, I guess if you're only going to spend one day at first place,
the last one is the best.
Make it the last one.
Right. Oh, you're brilliant.
That's about as deep as I'm going to go on this whole thing. Pick a day to be in first place. I'm going to go last day of the year. Perfect.
Yeah.
6 outs away, not done yet.
It is not done yet. 6 big outs left. But, Cap, if you think about the last day of last season, the unbelievable day in which the Rays got in, the Cardinals get in, Cardinals win the World Series, everything coming in on the last day, the Red Sox losing, and here on the final day of the season, so much happening back on the East Coast in New York and Tampa, and here in Oakland this afternoon.
Donaldson swings and misses. He's retired for out number 2.
A's fans, individual game tickets for potential American League Championship Series games at the Coliseum are on sale Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 10 a.m. Tickets are available online at oaklandathletics.com/postseason, over the phone by calling 877-493-BALL, or at the Coliseum box office. Oh, so Tuesday would be yesterday then, right?
On sale now.
On sale right then. So Tuesday was yesterday. This is Wednesday. Boy, they all just run together, don't they? Except for 162. And the A's started in Japan this season with 2 games and split the 2-game series in Tokyo, and here a remarkable comeback by that man Bob Melvin and his A's from 13 down on June 30th, trying to complete an unbelievable task of taking over.
And the A's, Doolittle gets up. A's could play Friday, they could play Saturday, they could play Sunday.
Sure.
Who knows? Just don't know yet. One and one to Seth Smith, and he takes a strike. 1-2. In the top of the 8th inning, it'll be Soto, Kinsler, and Andrus. 9-1-2 as Doolittle starts to throw. That one wafted toward left. Murphy was in, now back, and he's got it side retired. So Uehara has a 3-up, 3-down inning, and we're moving to the 8th. 8-5 Athletics.
A.J. Griffin just 2 2/3 innings, but Evan Scribner, what a job he did for 3. Jerry Blemons, a big strikeout of Josh Hamilton, and none better than this guy. Ryan Cook again, strikeout, and a couple of strikeouts to end it with runners at second and third and nobody out. So how about a Houdini act on Sunday? Again on this Wednesday for Ryan Cook. Runners on base, nobody out. Struck out the side Sunday. 2 big strikeouts this afternoon, and that's what they have done today. And it's been unbelievable for the A's bullpen. Scribner, Blevins, Cook, and now Doolittle on again, throwing a lot of consecutive games. But if he's anything like Cook, the adrenaline will take over.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. So Doolittle comes in. Soto climbs into the batter's box. Left-hander kicks in. The first pitch is a strike on the outside corner. So the inning of difference, the bottom of the 4th. The A's scored 6 runs. The last couple unearned. So Soto, Kinsler, and Andrus here in the 8th.
That's exactly what you said right there. It says it all. Caddy corner next inning, but they didn't.
Swing and a miss by Soto.
Well, it's no surprise the Rangers what they get when Sean Doolittle comes in. Got more of the other night with a couple of sliders. He is featuring a changeup occasionally, but for Sean Doolittle, it's mainly just right over the top. Fastball, try to blow him away.
And he does. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 1 in the top of the 8th.
Now, if these guys are worn out, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball to the first batter he faces, you take a worn-out pitcher, because Sean Doolittle extra on a high fastball at 95, and he got Soto to lead off the inning. He knew it was coming, just could not catch up to it. Blazing fastball from Dr. Doolittle. Wow.
So top of the order, and Kinsler. Kinsler hits one in the hole. Drew was shaded that way. Straightens up, throws, and Moss kept his foot on the bag, and that's out number 2. I don't know how he did.
Well, Brandon Moss, you don't know how. He's done a lot of things this year, but he has done them. And Stephen drew a couple of crow hops, and then keep your foot, the right foot changing direction, and that is a great toe. Boy, he should be an NFL wide receiver with that stretch. Keep it in fair territory, catch the bag with the toe on the bag, or catch the ball with the toe on the bag, and he did it perfectly with Kinsler down the line.
And here's Andrus, first pitch right there for a strike.
You have to remember the Major League debut for one Sean Doolittle came against the Rangers, and he struck out. Beltre, Cruz, and Napoli.
Fastball is high. Well, how about this then? Sean Doolittle. The fastball doesn't take a lot out of your arm, and that's all he throws, right?
Yeah, he'll fool him every once in a while with a slider or a changeup, but it's mostly just rear back and try to hit it.
That one drops a little bit low, 95 miles an hour.
The alternate gold jerseys prominently displayed in the stands and on the field with the A's players this afternoon.
Just a touch low, 3-1.
As we saw last at bat before he lined out to center, he took the 3-1 pitch. He probably will do it again. So Sean Doolittle just grab the four-seamer and throw it down the middle. And if he hits it, so be it.
And that misses outside, so it's a 2-out walk to Elvis Andrus. Well, with the thump that the Rangers have, you just do not want to see the tying run come to the plate. Rangers 200 home runs on the season. 4th most in the American League. So that's what you want to avoid.
Well, he happened to have a hitter in Andrus who was going to force him to throw a strike. He threw 1 of 5 pitches in the strike zone.
First pitch to Hamilton. Swing and a miss. 95 miles an hour.
Unlike Elvis Andrus, Hamilton won't take. And he never has, never will. So a good fastball first pitch, just blew it by him.
Slider drops down and away. Hamilton 1 for 4. Single that scored as part of that 5-run Rangers inning, and that was the 3rd inning, and he waves at that pitch 1-2.
Well, as much as they like to throw the slide to the fastball is unbelievable from Sean Doolittle, especially lefty on lefty.
1-2 pitch. He struck him out right by Hamilton. He strikes out for the 3rd time today. 3 outs away from a division title. 8-5 A's as we go to the bottom of the 8th. All right, here's our game summary. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. 5-11-1 for the Rangers, 8-9-1 for the Athletics. So Dempster knocked out early. A's starter Griffin knocked out early, but the bullpen for the A's has come in and done their thing really like they've done the entire season. Unsung heroes, that group.
Well, just unbelievable what they have done, and Grant Balfour heating up in the bullpen. The A's at least will have a 3-run lead heading to the top of the 9th inning. Balfour, I don't think there's anybody more prepared. Sean Doolittle, again, like Ryan Cook, pitching brilliantly. So many games in succession.
It's like it's really bothering them, too.
Yeah, it just adds to their already good fastball. What amazing what adrenaline will do for you.
So Alexi Agondo comes in here for the Rangers in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that one's hit to left. And that baby is gone. 9-5 Athletics.
Ogando, a strikeout of the ground ball pitcher. Hung a slider. And Derek Norris, talk about front foot hitting. Strength that he has. He did it against the Giants, against Santiago Casilla on a fastball. He got a slider from Ogando.
And that one hit toward Hamilton, fighting the sun. Now turns around and makes the catch. So Pennington going after the first pitch, flies out.
Derek Norris, what's a strong man here? There's a hanger, and he just went out way on the front foot. Got the foot down and just reached out and upper body crushed it to left field. Look where he ends up in his swing and how far the ball carried over the out-of-town scoreboard. There it is. If it's in, you win. Well, that was just to the right of it's in, but it's still, the A's will take the home run, give it a 4-run lead.
Top of the order in Coco Crisp. So that's the first home run by the A's today.
That's right.
And they've still been able to score 9 runs.
Chip Hale's still in the game, talking to the skipper.
2-0.
You know, staff knows they've done a great job, but everybody knows, and it's an old cliche, it ain't over till it's over. And until you get the final out, it's not over. And as much as the jubilation, the fans, sellout crowd, 36,000 plus. The A's know they need 3 more big outs to win.
Coco takes a rip at a high fastball, fouls it straight back. In the top of the 9th, it'll be Beltre, Cruz, and Young. 3 very good right-handed hitters for Grant Balfour to face. Pitch floats outside. Inside to Coco, and he takes the walk. So a 1-out walk to Coco Crisp. Stephen Drew will hit. Hadayama, the right-hander, gets up, starts to throw.
Living the dream. They all are. Johnny Gomes peddling his own, and what a season he has had. Started the first 2 games, big home run last night. He's cheering today. I'd take Johnny Gomes cheering for me any day, huh?
Yep.
Because you'd rather have him cheering for you than fighting you. But he is into every pitch.
Drew hits one toward Kinsler, who's got it, and he juggles it. Oh, everybody's safe. He could not shovel it cleanly to Elvis Andrus. If he does, it's probably a double play. Well, now we're a little bit worried about Coco Crisp.
Well, he either said he's okay or come and get me, and let's hope he's okay. He was running hard, thinking about trying to break up a possible double play. And it should have been. Maybe off the glove of Ogando, but boy, a bad shuffle by Ian Kinsler.
Now that could be the old raspberry on the slide, huh?
Yeah, he's going in, and yeah, it could be. And let's hope it's not the hamstring or the glute, but just a bad shuffle pass by Kinsler and what should have been a double play. But I think Coco indicated that the bench is okay. You know, he was on his hands on his knees and looked in to indicate that it was all right, and well, we hope so.
You know, sometimes you slide like that and you scrape up your hip area, and it can be pretty nasty.
Yeah, strawberries are good to eat, but not on your legs when you're sliding, and it takes a piece of your skin. That's why I never slid head first. Yeah. Got my knees because I go back.
So the A's have 2 on and 1 out for Cespedes. Cespedes has been on base 3 times, a single, a walk. He reached on the air by Hamilton. He also hit a fly ball to Hamilton.
He hangs another slider. This place will really erupt when he crushes one into the seats, and it won't be just over the out-of-town scoreboard. Ogando left the slider up to Norris. He hit it off his front foot and hit a home run. Cespedes drives off his back foot, and who knows how far it could travel. They don't believe Coco's hurt. They're going to do a spin move, but Coco is second. They're thinking he's going to run and not going to take a chance.
Ogando sets. Now he's going to check on Coco Crisp again.
Captains looked at the out-of-town scoreboard. There's one game in Miami in the 8th inning, but a lot of ends for night games. And I'd have to say this game is being watched by a lot of people simply because of what the A's have done in this remarkable season. And 4-run lead as they at least have that going into the 9th inning.
The 1-1 to Yoenis Cespedes with Brandon Moss waiting in the on-deck circle.
Except for the Texas Rangers fans, I don't think there's one fan sitting because the majority of them are Oakland A's fans.
Well, in the new format and the 2 wild card teams and what they're calling the play-in game, if you can avoid the play-in game, that is huge.
That's one game. That's one game, do or die. It's not 2 or 3, not 3 or 5. And the division leader at least has 5 games to play.
That's right.
Possibly 5.
And an extra day or 2 to rest. Or 3 if you play on Sunday. Whatever team in the American League gets the #1 seed, they play the wild card winner. And they don't play till Sunday. So there is an extra day there. 2-1 to Cespedes. And that one's a strike. 2-2.
Another hanger. Left it up. Cespedes couldn't pull the trigger. Right over the top, and it's right there.
Crisp at second, Drew at first. And Cespedes with the big swing rolls it toward Mike Gallagher. Fields the slow roll. Rangers 11 hits, the A's 10. Rangers have committed 2 errors. A's have committed 1. Close pitch. Outside, 3-2.
Cespedes looked back and just said, what are you going to do? What are you going to call? And boy, it looked like a pretty good strike. Maybe just off the plate had to be, and it was. Just off the black. The black 17-inch wide plate just off, and Gary Cederstrom has been consistent. I think a lot today because of his positioning behind the catcher. He's been able to see both sides of the plate.
Runner's not going, and the pitch is outside, and the bases are loaded. So Ron Washington's coming out. So the hitter is Moss. Ron Washington's going to take the baseball, so we got a pitching change here at the Coliseum. 9-5 A's. 1 hour before every game, and post-game coverage after the final out. That's Ray Fosse, CSNCalifornia.com's Casey Pratt, and Kate Longworth will be with the team wherever the A's go and wherever they play. A's October Quest continues only on Comcast Sports. So Grant Balfour, who's been loose for a while, he's just going to throw a little bit, keep an eye on what is going on. Bases loaded, 1 out for Moss. The first pitch is a line drive, right center field. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to score. They're kicking it around in right field, and Cespedes is going to score. And the A's have busted it open. It's 12-5.
Ross, who started the season, a phenomenal season in his rookie year. First pitch fastball to Brandon Moss, and he crushed it. Lefty on lefty. And Brandon Moss did not wait. First pitch fastball hitting, and right there. Brandon Moss with a head down, right center, really took off to right center. So at least 2 were going to score, and then as the ball was not able to be handled by Cruz, Cespedes with dynamite speed able to score from first easily. And the bench, I think, a little excited.
Oh, one to Reddick. Reddick loops one toward left. In fact, he hits it well, but Murphy gets back there and makes the catch. Reddick reached for it and got the barrel of the bat on it, but it's an out. So that play on Moss goes as a double, 2 RBIs and an E9.
Now batting, third baseman, number 20.
So a couple of errors in this inning and 3 errors in the game by the Texas Rangers.
Okay, just going back to the at-bat by Yoenis Cespedes, how far he has come this year, and everybody said, everybody being the experts and the scouts said, well, can he handle breaking pitches? He got a 3-2 hard slider from Ogando that he took for ball 4. A pitch that a lot of people thought he would be swinging at, flailing at, and striking out a lot. But a very disciplined hitter, and he showed it in game 162 for the A's, drawing a walk.
Remember, the inning started with a Norris home run.
Okay, let's not forget, you said it best, the A's were down 5-1 in the 4th inning. And the Rangers still on 5 in the bottom of the 8th.
Bullpen. Unsung heroes for the 2012 season is the guys down in the A's bullpen.
And Grant Balfour, who was throwing and still throwing, but Jim Miller got up momentarily. And Grant Balfour went over towards the bench. And I just wonder, usually the call comes from the dugout to the bullpen. I wonder if it was the reverse. Accept my charge, my call, because you know what? I'm going to pitch the 9th inning, and he is back up, and Joe Miller is sitting down.
I'll tell you what, when Grant Balfour comes into the game, this place is going to go absolutely nuts.
And we're going to stay here so people can enjoy on Comcast Sportsnet California what we're talking about.
Donaldson shoots one past Ty Waller, foul.
But rightfully so, Grant Balfour in the first 2 games of this series finished off the 9th inning to get the A's wins. A 1-run lead, a 3-run lead, or 2-run lead, that is. 2-run last night and 1 run on Monday night.
And Donaldson swings and misses, and that will do it. A's score 4 times, so the A's now 3 outs away. They have a commanding 12-5 lead over the Texas Rangers, and we're not going to go anywhere. The scene here at the Coliseum is, well, we haven't seen this in a while, Ray. These people are pumped.
Yep.
They're jacked. And they know that this team, in a special year, none of us thought this would happen. And now the A's are closing in on a division title. And what we're looking forward to right now is Grant Balfour coming in this game, and
here he comes.
It's going to get a little weird here in a minute.
I was going to say, he took a few more pitches. He's been down there for a half-hour throwing, ready to come in for the 9th inning.
Well, you melt these moments.
Oh, absolutely. And he's doing it. And here's the ovation coming from the fans and the noise from right field.
Be the first team in Major League Baseball history to win a division or a league after trailing by 5 or more games with 9 games or less.
That's amazing.
So indeed, history to be made with a 7-run lead. So Balfour steps in. It'll be Beltre, Cruz, and Young here in the 9th.
And I don't think this 7-run lead is going to change Grant Balfour one bit as far as his adrenaline and desire to pitch this final inning, the 9th inning, and he hopes it's his final of the regular season.
Beltre has had a good day. He's 3 for 3 with a walk, 3 singles. First pitch, fastball right there for a strike. So the A's celebrated 2 nights ago, earning a trip to the postseason, and they are closing in on another celebration. This one may get ratcheted up a little bit.
Rightfully so if it happens. And now Balfour taking a long time, and Beltre stepping out. And Beltre, as most hitters, have a little timing mechanism that gets set in, waggle the bat a little bit, and then get ready to swing the bat. Balfour just taking a little bit extra time.
Pitch just a bit high, 1-1.
Mike Adams not able to pitch because of an injury.
Fly ball, right field. 1 out.
Time I don't think Grant Balfour to be put in the same category as Joe Namath and his prediction. But if you recall, after last night's game when the A's won with a tie coming into today's game, Grant Balfour said, I have a feeling the A's are going to come out on top in the final game of the regular season. And a win today would give the A's the division. He was a little bit reluctant to 100% guarantee it, but he said, I have a feeling. And he comes in with 1 out in the 9th inning and a 7-run lead and trying to finish off an unbelievable season.
First pitch is high to Nelson Krug. Cruz has a couple of doubles today, and he takes a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Steve Vucinich and the gang down in the home clubhouse, ready and waiting.
Vuce and his staff did a remarkable job after the mess on Monday night. I say a good mess, but with the floor, he had the plastic on the floor, and came back Tuesday, which was yesterday, and everything was fine. And he said, of course, the key was putting the plastic on the floor because all the bumpy was being sprayed, and then blazing fastball right over the top at about 95 from Grant Balfour.
Not a strike 3, just strike 2. He's a beauty, isn't he?
Never forget Orlando Cabrera, the White Sox, when Grant Balfour was with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Fastball is high.
Cabrera at the plate, and he kicked dirt at Grant Balfour. Can you imagine that? And Balfour just reared back and threw the ball by Cabrera, as if to say, nobody's going to do that. And that was a memorable time. And Grant Balfour, adrenaline, none better than him when it comes to this time of the game.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs in the ninth.
And that wasn't even a fastball. Threw him a slider, but a hard slider. That's the beauty of Grant Balfour, not just a mid-90s fastball pitcher.
Michael Young steps in. The Coliseum is about to explode. Young is 1 for 4. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Keep it right here on Comcast Sportsnet California. We'll have complete coverage from the A's clubhouse, and they are going to celebrate for a while, I do believe. 0-1. Line drive down the right field line, but foul, and now it's 0-2.
Tough man to strike out, but how fitting it would be. He struck out Michael Young Monday night, but he's punched out the side in the game that got the A's in the postseason. And these fans, a sellout crowd announced early. No tickets available, standing room only, and that's sold out.
Fly ball, center field. Coco, ball game, Western Division. The Oakland A's have shocked the Rangers and the baseball world, and they are the AL Western Division Championship. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, unpredictable, incredible, and entertaining seasons in the history of the Oakland Athletics. And it comes down to game 162. And the A's, for the first time this year, are alone in first place. they are the winners of the AL West. So we had fun on Monday night. We're going to have more fun right now. The Rangers sit and watch and head back upstairs. They're in the postseason, but they are not the division winners. Shocked by the Athletics. Well, my partner Ray Fosse is headed downstairs. He's in the clubhouse. But this Oakland A's team wants to stay out and enjoy themselves with these terrific fans today. Johnny Gomes leading the way like he did on Monday night, and you know what, like he's done all year, whether he's in the lineup or not. So the gold tops are good luck today. Oh, the staff, sensational job by those guys. They deserve it. Players deserve it. The terrific fans deserve it. It's been an unbelievable season here in Oakland. Nobody thought the A's could do it except the A's themselves, and they pulled it off. Division champs. Can't say it enough. The media all over the field with the players. Terrific veteran leaders, and now the A's starting to make their way toward their dugout, and not a single person has left this building, and they're not going to. It's a terrific moment here in Oakland. So the players are going to take a lap, and they are going to enjoy this with their fans. So great move by the players. And Kate Longworth is standing by with the manager, Bob. Kate, take it away.
Thank you, Glenn, and congratulations, Bob. A good hug to Billy Bean. Well deserved. And guys, Billy Bean was down here watching those final 3 outs as Oakland A's making a little history here at the Coliseum. And Bob, I know that you set out to get the AL West title back at spring training. As you're taking in this moment, was it all you dreamed it would be?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not very good at these things because I have a tough time talking right now. To be able to come back from where we were, to be able to take, you know, the Western Division. I mean, I was just thrilled with the other night, let alone tonight. So this is pretty amazing season. You don't see this happen too often.
Your team battled adversity all season long. What was it that made the A's so successful so far this season?
It's just a team concept, a selfless group that was just in it to win. They didn't care about anything else, whether it was platooning, pinch hitting. No one was into their numbers. No one was into, you know, just about themselves. It was all about the team, and I think that showed up certainly.
Yeah, when you look around here, I know you shared many great memories as a fan.
I don't even know what to say about that. Look at these people. There's a lot of green in the stands. These people are fired up. Come out on a day game like this and sell this place out, and they weren't expecting it. Pretty amazing. Our fans are pretty cool.
What could the fans anticipate from the Athletics as you head into the postseason?
You know what? I'll get there when I get there. We're just going to celebrate this today and move on. We have to move on, but my guess is we're going to have a lot of fun with this today.
It's well deserved. Congratulations, Bob, Melvin. Glenn, as you know, pretty exciting down here. Take it away, and we'll keep bringing the players your way.
All right, thanks, Kate. So, Bay Area native Bob Melvin is going to enjoy this big time. He grew up here. He knows what Oakland A's baseball was all about. He followed him as a kid, and now he's the manager of a division winner here in Oakland. So the A's, the talk of the baseball world today. Well, Grant Balfour, he's going to head over to his gang in right field. And they started the Balfour rage, and they love him. So the players are wrapping up their lap, and they're now going to go inside and just have a sneaky suspicion that it's going to get completely out of control in there. Why not? Some of the champagne is already out on the field. Johnny Gomes, a veteran. You wear the swim goggles. So what a day here at the Coliseum. I've not seen this in a long time. Last time the A's won the division, of course, 2006. Somewhat expected. That was going to be a good team. This is a different story. A complete group, and indeed the definition of a team. And how about the story of Brandon Moss, who's standing by with Kate Longford. Kate?
That's right, Brandon Moss has been saying all year long, you're just living the dream. Well, I'm guessing if this is the dream, you don't want to wake up. Tell me what this moment means to you.
It's surreal. This is something that you work, your whole life to get to play in the big leagues, come here and then have a chance to compete in the playoffs, because when you play a sport and you want to compete at the highest level, and that's what it's all about, man. We've got that opportunity. I can't even put a word on it.
And everyone obviously trying to capture this moment, taking pictures of this. What will you remember of this scene right now, and what the season has been like? Because I think the journey getting here has been a lot of fun for you guys as well.
Yeah, we've enjoyed every step of the way. There was never any pressure on us, because we were supposed to lose 100 games. So, I think we just came to the park every day and played the best baseball we could. The moment I'm going to remember the most is just sitting there. There were 2 outs, and I was just looking up, and I was honestly thanking God for being so blessed to be in this opportunity, have this opportunity to be in this situation, because this is more than anything I could ever ask for.
All right, thank you so much, Brandon Moss. Go enjoy the moment and keep living the dream right into the playoff season. Guys?
I do have Coco.
I have Coco here.
All right, thanks, Kate. And he's not the only one living the dream. I think all of us involved with the Oakland Athletics, especially the players, are living the dream here early October 2012. Division champs. Can't say it enough. It sounds good. The A's do not know who they will play just yet, but at this point, it just does not matter. They're going to enjoy the next couple days and get ready for the postseason, whether they play on Saturday or Sunday. Well, the players slowly start to head into the clubhouse. Not all of them are in there yet. Coco Crisp is downstairs, and he's with Kate Longford. Kate, take it away.
All right, thank you, Glenn. Well, Coco, take me through what it was like. I know you're excited for that last out, but when it ball was up in the air, it's coming your way. What was going through your mind?
Oh, just make sure I catch it. I mean, the sun's brutal out here. You saw people were having tough times with it, and I was just fortunate enough that it got over the sun, and it wasn't right in it, but it could be tough. But it was an exciting moment. Just 2 hands, catch it, make sure you catch it, and that's the game. But yeah, it's one of those nerve-wracking moments, but exciting at the same time.
Yeah, and bring the family in here because there is a lot to celebrate. And I know last time you complained about that run to the celebration, but today I'm guessing you'd sprint anywhere to celebrate the AL West title.
Oh,
What's
man.
it mean to this?
You know what? Everybody took part of it this time. Everybody took a part of it this time. We ran around, and it's a big thing to celebrate it with the fans. They came out, they showed us how it feels to play here in Oakland, and we're very appreciative. It was simply amazing.
You made sure that you came back here and put on the green and gold this season. Did you suspect something special would be going on with this group of players?
Oh, I did. I mean, we have great personalities. Great personalities here. I love playing here the past couple years, and it was an easy decision to come back. I mean, I'm on it over with my family. They're like, you have to to come back, and good things are going to happen. I felt it from day one coming into spring training. We made some amazing acquisitions, and it just all worked out. The main thing is our personalities, that never give up from day one, and we've been grinding in spring training, and it all paid off.
All right, congratulations.
All right.
Well, go